Yo, 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 what's up, everyone? Literally, it's a late one for me, but just getting ready for the Pacquiao action. Pacquiao versus Ugas right now. When Seo's fighting right now, that should be a dope fight. Like, we're only 7 rounds in. I literally just started watching this fight. I just started turning the card, so I missed the first 6 rounds of this fight. But it looks like it's pretty much a war already. But yeah, we're only here to watch the main event, which was supposed to be Pacquiao versus Errol Spence, but was replaced with Pacquiao versus Yordenis Ugas. I mean, it's a good enough fight for um, it's a good enough replacement at such late notice. I mean, we mainly see fights just get cancelled, so at least we got a replacement. Pacquiao hasn't been in action for quite a while now. I think this is his first fight post-COVID. I think he hasn't fought since the Furman fight. So it'd be good to see how Pacquiao looks today, how he's aged. It'd be interesting to see how he does. Literally, just if you don't see me looking at the camera, I'm looking at the Mateo fight that's on the in the 7th round right now. I could be a little bit behind in terms of time, but Magseo is literally this referee's a good body shot for Magseo. But yeah, Pat Ugas rumors there is an injury to Ugas bicep. See the photo? Yeah, I did see that. Shout out to you, Andre Southgate. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, I saw that. My bro, shout out to YSM. He was the first person to tell me. He probably told me maybe yesterday. So shout out to YSM. But yeah, I did see that. Personally, I feel I'm gonna get into that in a second, but it's not a good look. I'll put it that way. Um, MMA Boxing says, what time is Pac versus Ugas? I think it is my time. I don't know what it would be over there, but at my time would be 5:30, so 2 hours time. I think. Could be wrong. I'm in the United Kingdom, so my time is a bit different to you guys wherever you are in the world. Um, but yeah, to respond to Andre Southgate, bro. Yeah, I saw the arm was pretty bad. For those who don't know, G5 Jeff TV does have a fantasy league. We do have a fantasy league, and this week is Ugas versus Pacquiao. So you can go to g5jeftv.com, go to take your pick and join the fantasy league. It's free to play. And yeah, let's put your boxing knowledge to the test and see where you rank amongst other boxing fans. g5jeftv.com, take your pick, and you'll be able to see the prediction page, and you can make your prediction and join the fantasy league. So shout out to everybody who's made their prediction, and if you haven't, it's not too late. But yeah, that was a good fight for Max. That was a good round for Max Hero, to be honest. I didn't even get to see most of it because I'm literally in between doing the fight itself and actually doing the live. We UK fans are in real struggle. So yeah, bro, MMA boxing, when it comes to watching fights, staying up, I start to get used to it now. I won't lie to you, bro. Literally, I get used to it now. Like growing up, it was always Mayweather. It was always staying up for the Mayweather fight. But yes, it's a struggle. It's a definite struggle, especially when you're doing it on a consistent basis. There was a time, I think in 2018 or 2019, where I was doing it like once a week for about 2-3 months because the fight cards were just really good in America. So it's a gift and a curse, I guess. I mean, but yeah, going back to the bicep injury, one of the problems I see with that bicep injury is when you're fighting, especially someone like Pacquiao, when you've got a clear size advantage, and Ugas is not a person who deploys a lot of lateral movement. He doesn't have great head movement. He's gonna have to rely on a lot of catching and blocking for his defense. When you're constantly blocking, your biceps is always contracting. And That's the problem. Your biceps won't get a chance to rest, and opponents can target it. It's always in the firing line. So if Pacquiao has heard the rumors, he Ugas is gonna be in with a long night for real. Um, Brendan Jackson, shout out to you, bro. I ain't seen you in a long time. Brendan Jackson, you need to join the fantasy league as well. G5JFTV.com, join the fantasy league. Put your boxing knowledge to the test. Thank God AJ fights in the UK, definitely, definitely. But when he does fight abroad, like obviously he fought Ruiz abroad, and it does look like Eddie Hearn's looking to expand his business and bring him to different parts of the world. So, yeah, Pac is likely to blitz Ugas. I mean, I can see that. I can see that. I personally predicted a Pacquiao points win, but that was before I saw the arm injury. But you never know. I could still be right. I doubt it. I'm less confident in that prediction as I was maybe 2-3 days ago. But you never know. But yeah, man, my biggest disappointment is that the Spence fight didn't happen. Man, I was a real big fan of that fight, Spence versus Pacquiao. And I know many people are gonna be saying, "Oh, Spence threw the fight, or it's a fake injury." To me, I think that's a load of. I think that's very disrespectful, and you got to have some sympathy for the fighters who risk their life every day to provide us entertainment. And unfortunately, yes, he got injured. I don't feel like we should ever question the validity of that injury. Errol Spence doesn't seem like an individual to do that, and I don't think he'll be scared of Pacquiao. Pacquiao would have been his biggest payday, would have been his biggest fight, and it would have been another unification, another strap to add to the list that he already has. MMA Boxing says Pacquiao stops Ugas late. Potentially, potentially. MMA Boxing, you can make your prediction on G5JFTV.com as well. You can go to G5JFTV.com and place your prediction on the fantasy league if you feel that's the way the fight's going to be. I pick points as well, bro. So, potentially. Is it me, or does Pacquiao not look like he's aged at all? He doesn't even look like he's aged one day. And the thing I say is, I'm always a guy who's always had pushing for fighters to take VADA testing. Pacquiao took VADA testing in this fight, as he thought the fight was going to be between him and Errol Spence. So he had a camp of VADA testing, and let's see how it affected him. See if it made a difference. I'm not accusing Pacquiao of anything, but I'm just saying, let's see if a camp of VADA testing made a difference. This is a very hard fight to score, but mainly because I'm not really watching it that much. But it's a very hard fight to score. Is this you got? There's supposed to be the and Guerrero and Victor Ortiz. That's supposed to be after this fight as well. I don't know if it's directly after this fight, but that's supposed to be a fight on this card. Yeah, the lateral movement for that's being displayed in this fight is actually pretty good as well. Both of them are deploying a lot of foot movement. Don't really know how to pronounce that next dude's name. Saja, I think it is, but he's shown a lot of good head movement, which I got to give him credit for. He's really getting dipping underneath a lot of those shots. Pac unanimous decision with a seven round knockdown on Ugas. Potentially, I can see that as well. I wouldn't. I I don't know. I feel like it's a bit difficult to pinpoint a specific round when he's gonna knock him down without stopping him. And again, we don't know what Ugas it is. Is there Ugas that's damaged? Is there Ugas that's hurt? Is there Ugas that's been because there's been speculation about him and him even being ready for the fight. So whether the um bicep injury is valid or not, whether he's gonna even be fit enough to fight someone with Pacquiao's pressure, Pacquiao's relentlessness, and Pacquiao's pace and power. It'll be interesting to see. You know, it's definitely gonna be something that Pacquiao will attack if the injury is real. You know, you do have to ask that. And if it is real, how did it happen? I want to know how he ended up injuring his bicep. You know, because it's an injury that happens a lot in boxing, but it's an injury that it's a weird one because when I saw the picture myself, it looked like it was like something that happened quite a while ago, maybe within the last 1 or 2 weeks. So I just wonder how you would have got that. I doubt you would have got it from sparring because you wouldn't have had any high level sparring, especially after what happened with Errol Spence. You would not want to risk it. So I just wonder how you ended up getting an injury like that. If anybody has information, please feel free to give it to me. But I have no clue. But Hector Rodriguez, I can see that happening. I can definitely see that happening. If you think that's the case, go to g5jeftv.com and place your prediction during the fantasy league and literally during the prediction and during the league and basically put your boxing knowledge up against other boxing fans and see where you rank. Again, both of these guys have used a lot of good moves. As I said, I think it's Seja and Magsayo. I know Magsayo, I've seen him fight quite a few times, but hey, I've never seen him fight before. Won't even lie. This fight is very good to be on. When you got a lower weight fight, it's always good to put on your undercard because it's most of. Whoa! My guy got put to sleep. Whoa! Damn, that was a knockout. That was impressive. And the funniest thing is, this whole fight, he was getting backed up. He was getting, not the whole fight, but the last couple rounds, he was getting backed up. And this is the first time I saw him put his initiative, like put his foot down and try to take the initiative of the fight. And he just hit him clean. It literally looked like a Wilder fight. That was impressive. That was real impressive. For those who are watching the telecast right now, you guys know why I'm responding the way I'm responding. That was a real impressive knockout. It was literally just a straight, I think it was a straight right hand, straight on the pipe, bang, on the tip of the dude's chin, and he went down like a stack of potatoes. Boom, on his back. He's still on his back right now. But for a good 3 or 4 seconds, this dude's eyes were closed. It looked like he went to sleep. That was a real good knockout. Gotta give him credit for that. Got to give him credit for that. Shout out to you, Suaro. Shout out to you, bro. You're another dude. You ain't joined the fantasy league as well, bro. What's up? Need to join the fantasy league. Um, that was a real impressive knockout. I won't even lie. That straight right hand came out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure they're gonna show the replay. I hope so. Anyway, sometimes when the knockouts are real brutal, sometimes when apologies, fatigue. Sometimes when the knockout's real brutal, they don't show it, but it is a real brutal knockout, like a real brutal knockout. And it came out of nowhere as well. That's why I say it reminds me of a Wilder fight, because the dude wasn't even hurt or nothing. He just, for the first time in the fight, Maxeo tried to put his foot on the gas, tried to take the center ring, and he managed. Now the replay's here. I think yeah, the straight right hand, boom. He threw like one of those false left hooks just to give the opponent a full sense of security in terms of distance. He threw it wide and it just missed, but he does it deliberately. A lazy left hook with a powerful straight right hand right at the point of extension and the tip of the chin. Boom, put the guy straight to sleep. What a knockout. That was impressive. We'll be in We'll be on in 10 minutes, bro. Salute to the chat. Bro, you need to go and make the this is the fight you could have done an immediate reaction to. This fight is this that knockout was impressive. That knockout was real impressive. It reminded me of a Wilder knockout. Real talk. Not just the fact that it was a right hand, but it literally just came out of nowhere. Like how it used to happen with Wilder, where Wilder be getting backed up, and all of a sudden, bang, the dude just gets ironed. And this dude got ironed. You know, he got put to sleep. That's exactly what happened. He got put to sleep. It's a real impressive knockout. You know, I don't know who's in the chat if they saw it, but if you haven't, go and watch that knockout. That was impressive. I was real impressed by that. The dude's still on the floor. Jesus Christ. This dude is still on the floor. That's this dude's still on the floor. That was a brilliant knockout though. Shout out to myself for that. Because I I didn't watch the fight from the start, so it's very hard to score who's winning. But from what I was seeing, he was getting backed up a lot. He was blocking a lot of shots with his hands, but the other dude was definitely controlling the center ring and definitely backing him up. This is the first time in a fight where Maxeo, well, the first time me watching, so the last 3 rounds, where Maxeo tried to take center ring and put down his initiative. The dude got backed up. But this is what happens a lot of the time in boxing. A lot of front foot fighters ain't got a reverse thing. And that's what happens when they like a versatile fighter will take steps back, knowing that when it's time for him to take steps forward, you ain't got the ability to take steps back. And that's exactly what happened. That was an impressive knockout. Impressive. Yeah, man, that was a real good knockout. I didn't get to watch the fight from the start, but the knockout was well worth the little bit of time that I was watching. I definitely didn't feel it was I didn't think it was a waste of time. But yeah, those in the live, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe. And if you haven't already, go to g5jeftv.com. I'll be plugging that all the way through this live, by the way. I'm going to constantly keep plugging it. So go to g5jeftv.com and make your predictions. We're literally in the first season of the Fantasy League. We're trying to get to a certain amount of players by the second season starts. Second season is going to have much more fights on it in terms of like profile. A lot of the big high profile fights got cancelled and pushed back, like Errol Spence versus Pacquiao, that was supposed to be today, and obviously Fury versus Wilder, which as it stands doesn't look like it's probably gonna happen. So Robert Guerrero versus Victor Ortiz, that's next. I mean, that fight in itself is a is a is a funny fight. I mean, I remember both dudes in their prime. They both was entertaining to watch. But in all honesty, Robert Guerrero and Victor Ortiz, they both seen better days. The fact that they're fighting right now is, and they're fighting each other, is a bit of a joke, to be honest. But I'ma watch it. I'm entertained. I'ma watch it because it's on the undercard, and I still kind of want to see if they got what it takes. And those two both always used to bring it. They both used to bring it. So it might be an entertaining fight. As Jeff said, it's probably going to be fight of the night. Pacquiao versus Morales that they're showing right now. The controversial fight between Pacquiao and Morales. Whoa. But yeah, do your live, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. We are currently 20 minutes in, so 19 minutes 45 seconds. Probably got a little bit of a wait before the main event. Probably got another hour and a half, which ain't that bad, but I would have just loved to get for me, it's a bit tiring. I'm a dude who's living in the United Kingdom, so most of these fight cards I have to stay up for, you know. So if if the fight ain't worth it, majority of the time I go sleep real depressed. This is PBC's second pay-per-view of the year, right? He done Tank versus what's it called? Tank versus Barrios. So when it comes to pay-per-views, they haven't been that impressive. And the undercards have been weak on both cards. So I think no, Badu Jack was on the last undercard, so that wasn't that bad. Badu Jack and I think who else was on it? I think Angelo Leo was on it as well. So that card wasn't that bad. This one's even worse, to be honest. But Robert Guerrero and Victor Ortiz keep saying Virgil Ortiz and calling Virgil Ortiz Victor Ortiz. But yeah, they both those dudes, they've been around the block for so long that that fight I just don't think it's worth it. But maybe it might be entertaining just from a spectacle perspective. This is when Pacquiao was in his prime, you know, lighting guys up at 154. See what time Jeff finally jumps in, if he jumps in, that is. You know, so you gotta take Jeff's words with a pinch of salt sometimes because sometimes Jeff be jumping in and then he'll just find something to do last minute. That dude's always got 150 things to do at one time. So we'll see if he finally jumps in. Or hopefully the general jumps in as well. Jeff, did you send the link? If you're watching, did you send the link to did you send the link to Blunt? 10-round bout between Robert Guerrero and Victor Ortiz. Two old school veterans. Both fighters have I think they have a few common opponents, but obviously their most famous common opponent is Floyd Money Mayweather, and they both got beaten pretty comprehensively. I think Victor Ortiz was Mayweather's last knockout against an actual boxer, and Robert Guerrero, yeah, he got absolutely beat from pillow to post in that Mayweather fight. But I respect both fighters. I think they both. I respect Guerrero a bit more though because to me, when I watched the Floyd fight, Victor Ortiz, I lost a lot of respect for him in that fight. I'll keep it real. I didn't watch the press conference yesterday. We were talking about the press conference. I didn't even watch it. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Mm, coming in for the first time. We are currently 25 minutes in, so we got another hour and a half, as I said before, hour and just maybe just under an hour and a half before the ring walks. So those who haven't made their predictions, you still have time to go to g5jeftv.com, join the fantasy league, make your predictions for this fight. You think the fight's gonna go the distance? You think the fight's gonna go? You think Pacquiao's gonna get the stoppage? Is Ugas gonna pull off the upset? That's up to you to decide. I think they're doing a ring walks now. Let me quickly hear. And yesterday, both Victor Ortiz. Yes, I don't think the ring walks are current are right now, but this fight, I'm just interested in from just from. I'm gonna put my casual hat on, try to just. The fight's very palatable. and it's a very good card filler, in my opinion. It's gonna be non-stop action. Neither fighter have great defense, and the fact that these dudes are both old and they're not particularly active in terms of being in the ring, but being in the ring often, but they still probably have the mentality of when they were young dog. It just kind of, these are all the ingredients you need for a very, very entertaining scrap. What's good, Shane? What's up, Blaze? What's up, Blaze? What's good with you? Another dude who jumps in the live every time, supports the team, and I respect Blaze, but Blaze, you ain't joined the fantasy league. Bro, I'm a keep singing this until you guys start jumping on g5jefftv.com. Blaze, go and jump in the fantasy league and make your prediction. I know a lot of you dudes are scared and nervous that your boxing knowledge isn't at the caliber of the real dudes who have already been in the league, but it don't matter. If you finish last, it's okay. It's okay. It's not that bad. It ain't gonna be used against you. It's free to play. You know. J Bank says, "Well, shout out to you. I mean, you're always supporting us as well. So shout out to you. Thanks for being in the live. Um, those who are in the live, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I know J Banks, you've already done so. But what you can do is give me your prediction for today, J Banks and Blaze Philly. Tell me what you think. In fact, I don't even want to see it here. I want to see it on the website. But just for interaction in the chat, tell me who do you think is going to win and how do you think it's going to win, and whether you think the so-called injury to Ugas is real and whether you think it's going to play a part in this fight. And tell me who you think is going to win between Robert Guerrero and Victor Ortiz, because that fight's a hard fight to call. Last 5 fights. So Victor Ortiz hasn't fought since that. Whoa. Since 2018. That is crazy. I know Guerrero's fought more recent than that. I know that for a fact. I think he even fought in 2019. Don't know if he fought in 2020, but I know he fought 2019. What card did he fight on the undercard of? I can't even remember. He fought on the undercard of a big card as well. I just can't remember what card it was. Speaking of Devin Alexander, I think Devin Alexander fought a couple of weeks ago as well, and he lost. That dude needs to call it a day as well. These boxers, they just can't let go. They can't let go. Their prime is finished, and they're holding on to the fact that they had a brilliant career, but you can't live off the past, man. You have to give up and leave it to the young dudes, because someone's gonna put you to sleep. In a fight like this, is not that bad because you're fighting another old man, but this takes years of your career mentally. No, not years of your career, sorry, years of your life. These dudes end up turning into like vegetables. Just can't pronounce a sentence and stuff like that. Pacquiao gonna run out of breath. I'm not too sure about that, but that's what you think. I don't think so. I think Pacquiao's gonna deal with you guys pretty comfortably, to be honest. Watching these throwback fights is getting me tired. Hoping Jeff can jump on a live pretty soon, just to just to give me a bit more enthusiasm, guys. Because it's currently 4 a.m. in the morning in the UK. I don't know what time it is in East Coast or West Coast of the United States. I'm assuming it's 11 and 9. I could be wrong. 11 East Coast, 9 West Coast, I assume. Yordenis Ugas versus Manny Pacquiao. It's gonna be a good fight. I mean, Again, I'm just disappointed that it wasn't Errol Spence. I do think Errol Spence got a long, long, long road ahead of him in terms of recovery. When he'll be back in the ring, I don't even think we'll probably see him back within the next year. So if we do see him, it'll be at the real back end of 2022 or maybe even 2023. She said 11 p.m. Yeah, it's late for you as well. It's real late. You gotta wait another hour. And always wanted the American fans to understand the struggle that UK fans go through to watch boxing because they never understand the struggle that we go through. Shout out to you, Andre Saki. Shout out to you, bro. Jeff ain't in the live yet, by the way. Jeff is still where he is. I don't know. I'm assuming he's gonna be jumping in, as he said. But to tell the truth, I don't know where he is. But Victor Ortiz is making his way to the ring. These dudes are walking out with belts. The hell did this dude have a belt and he ain't fought in over 4 years or 3 years or however long it was? Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. As I keep saying, go to g5jeftv.com. Make your predictions for the fight this week. It's Pacquiao versus Ugas. So if you think Pacquiao is going to win, go to the prediction page, take your pick, and take your pick. No free knockdown rule, no standing 8 count. Only the ref can stop the fight. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. When it says only the ref can stop the fight, I find that so stupid because not only the ref can stop the fight, their corner can stop the fight. They could just throw in the towel. So I always wondered why. I've always thought I was so stupid, but Robert Guerrero is making his way to the ring. He's a favorite for this fight as well. And it's crazy because probably in their prime, maybe Ortiz would have probably been the favorite. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. That's a tough one. Who would have been a favorite in their prime? Guerrero or Ortiz? It's a tough one. Probably Guerrero, to be honest. Maybe Guerrero. I was never a fan of Victor Ortiz, to be honest. I always thought he was just he's just an ordinary fighter to me. Brawling style. You are definitely new. Never seen you before. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video. Thank you for jumping in. Support the movement that we got going on. We got a fantasy league, so go to g5jeftv.com, join the fantasy league, and put your boxing knowledge up against the other boxing fans that's in the fantasy league. Make your prediction. Who do you think is going to win, Pacquiao and Pacquiao or Ugas, and how you think they're going to win? I'm already biased. I already think Pacquiao is going to win. But yeah, shout out to you for being in the live. You say Guerrero, yeah, most likely Guerrero. I was thinking Ortiz, but then I thought when I think back at it, I'm just remembering the back end of Guerrero's career. When Guerrero was in his prime, he was actually a decent fighter. So you're definitely right, bro. You're definitely right. I've never really rated Ortiz as a good fighter, to be honest. Like he was in the division where there was a lot of good fighters, but he didn't ever stand out to me. He didn't ever stand out to me at all. Wow, it's crazy because Maxeo was his coach was Freddie Roach, and Freddie Roach is in this corner as well. So Freddie Roach has got a busy night because he's got also Pacquiao. So this dude's got a busy night of work to do. You know, we'll see how that goes. I'm pretty sure Freddie Roach isn't as active as he used to be in terms of literally going on the pads and being in the gym every day doing the active work as he was doing before, but he still plays a big part in most of his fighters' camps. So it's good to see him still fresh. still in the business, still looking relatively healthy. So shout out to Freddie Roach. Never been a big fan of him as a trainer neither, but that's probably an unpopular opinion. You know, I'm a big fan of American trainers, but Freddie Roach is never really one of my favorites. 35 minutes in the live. The co-main event is about to start. About to see Victor Ortiz. I keep in my mind thinking Virgil Ortiz. Don't know why. But Victor Ortiz versus Robert Guerrero. I think this is going to be potentially fight of the night, just down to the style matchup. The fact that both of these dudes are old, and both of these dudes probably ain't got no defense. But I think the first thing to go is these dudes gas tank, because these dudes are gonna go for it, test the other. They're gonna feel like they ain't aged, and the dude that they're fighting has aged tremendously. When in actual fact, they both aged, and they're both as old as dust, and they're both going to be gassing after about 3, 4 rounds unless they pace them. So the fight started. I'm not really going to do too much commentary, but I'll do commentary when I can. Be interesting to see who dominates the center of the ring. They're in a clinch right now. To be fair, I've seen something immediately. I want to see it for the next 10 seconds if it continues. Whoa! Guerrero got hit with a real good shot there. Doesn't look, looks like he's holding on, but he looks like he's pretty okay. He dealt with it. He held it pretty well, but Ortiz hitting with a real good backhand southpaw left, straight left, real good backhand. They both southpaw, which means they're both gonna land a lot of straight left hands because that shot is always gonna be there for a southpaw because you're gonna be trying to circle your way around. It's gonna be there. But as I thought, we're 1 minute in, and neither fighter is trying to give up the center of the ring. Victor Ortiz basically dominant has been in the center of the ring more, but you can clearly see neither fighter wants to give up that initiative. Neither fighter wants to take step back. Even though Guerrero is doing it sporadically, as soon as he takes 2 steps back, he's already looking to go back into the center of the ring. Immediately, I can see that both fighters don't want to be up against the ropes, and both fighters want to be in the pocket, trading off like that, and like what we just see right there, where Guerrero let off a 2 punch combination, looked pretty wiry and pretty wild, but he landed a good leading right hook with it. But yeah, they're not trying to give up the center of the ring. I've seen that immediately. As soon as Guerrero takes a certain amount of steps back, he just explodes into action, throwing 2s and 3s. So that'll be a good thing for the fans at home to look for. Nobody's really trying to give up the center of the ring. The sooner, look, that's literally, they don't want to be up against the ropes, neither fighter. And that's a good place to be. But when you ain't got no defense, you really got to rely a little bit more on lateral movement. Both of these dudes are relying on the fact that they probably got a decent chin, but at the age that they're at right now, for the age that they're at right now, probably got chin ain't gonna be rock solid, but probably got a decent chin. But more at the fact that they can see most of the shots coming because nobody's really throwing anything subtle. Everything is in and around. This is the first time the Guerrero got backed up to the ropes. First time someone got backed up to the ropes. And it's really a messy fight because most of the shots they can see coming in. Guerrero's just throwing wide shots, and then Ortiz is doing them these pity patty punches and then a big one. So I guess that's what he's relying on. Victor Ortiz has always been never really been a comprehensive puncher, a person who puts a lot of work out, like 4s and 5s, but all eye-catching punches. He'll do a few shoe shining shots and a few big shots. J Banks, Hope G5 Jeff TV is good. There is a there is a near hurricane in New York City. I did not know that. But Jeff is in Philadelphia, so I think Jeff is cool. A hurricane. I didn't even know that. I did not know that at all. Again, the dudes have come out the same way they came out in the last one. But yeah, I didn't know there was a hurricane. Yeah, they both come out like they done in the last one. Um, I'm streaming it on my phone because there is no live to actually watch this. So I'm streaming it on my phone, streaming it down for a second. Hopefully, I didn't miss any action. I'm hoping this doesn't happen for the Pacquiao fight because that'll be upsetting. Yeah, the stream's gone down for a second. Is the Victor Ortiz fight still happening? Yeah, it's happening right now. We're in the second round. My stream just gone down. I managed to watch the first round. I'm literally loading it back up right now. Um, but yeah, the first round was a hard round to score, but you gotta give it to Victor Ortiz. It looked like he probably landed the most shots. Um, uh, what's it called? Guerrero did land good punches, but they just were quite sporadic. And he wasn't trying to go backwards, but Ortiz was doing a good job circling and forcing him back. As much as Guerrero didn't want to, Guerrero was being forced to. Did you know all hurricanes form off the coast of Africa? Yeah, yeah. I remember Eddie Griffin doing a joke about that as well. Eddie Griffin has got a joke about that in one of his comedy specials. MMA boxing says, hope that fight ends quickly so the main event's starting at a scheduled time. So whether the fight ends quickly or it doesn't make a difference. I missed most of this round, so I didn't get to score it. But that's not how it works, bro. MMA, like they that was a good shot from Guerrero. Guerrero is loading up some real good shots now. That was a real good uppercut. Ortiz is using a lot of his experience to avoid those punches, but he got hit with some real good shots. Now this fight is starting to explode into action because they're both wild, they're both in the pocket, both ain't got no good defense, but they're both hoping that their opponent's vulnerabilities is going to be the key to their success. They don't want to give up initiative, they don't want to go with their back against the ropes. They both want to come forward, they both want to be in the pocket, and they both want to let off big shots. Ingredients for an amazing spectacle. But yeah, I don't hope it ends early because if it ends early, we're gonna have a long time where there's no fights. At least this way we get to watch a fight which is entertaining and will take up most of that time. Look at that uppercut. He got so much leverage on that uppercut. But again, Victor Ortiz does this thing where he just loads up with the top of his head so much. He's just such a nasty fighter. But he got teed off, and from what I saw, Guerrero won that round. But it's hard to score because I didn't watch the whole round. But Guerrero was teeing off on him. Let's see how this round goes. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and share if you want to share. Again, both fighters are just not trying to go back for too long and not trying to let their backs touch the rope. When I watched the fight, the only one time has a fighter had their back against the rope. That was Guerrero, and when he got his back against the rope, he was swinging. No one wants to get their back against the rope. No one wants to shell up. They're relying a lot on their offense, so I can't really see this lasting very long. This round has been fought at a little bit of a slower pace. Maybe they're both feeling the pace of the last round. They're both giving each other a bit of distance, trying to box behind a jab. That was a good right hand by Victor Ortiz over the top. A big right hand. He's in the pocket now, just trying to swing off. One thing about Victor Ortiz, he smothers his work and he fights a lot with his head. I hate the way he fights, to be honest. It's just a lot of mauling and wrestling and ugh, I find it so not boxing. It's quite disgusting, to be honest. Just leading with the head all the time. Victor Ortiz doesn't really give himself a lot of space, and now Victor Ortiz is getting warned for using his head. It's just the typical Victor Ortiz strategy. I mean, they're both trying to land some real eye-catching punches. That was a real good leading right hand from Guerrero, but then as soon as he lands it, Ortiz just ties up again. I mean, Ortiz is really trying to smother the work, and sometimes he smothers his own work, but to his to his credit, he does smother Guerrero's work as well. Guerrero can just take a half a step back when he sees Ortiz coming forward. He'll be able to land a good counter shot and get him walking into some real good punches. If you just come into the live, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, go to g5jeftv.com, make your prediction for this week's fights. Join the fantasy league. Um, the Guerrero and Ortiz fight is currently in the third round with 10 seconds until the end of the round. Well, my stream is 10 seconds. I could be slow. This is a hard round to score. Another hard round to score. Nothing eye-catching. A lot of mauling. A lot of hugging. Victor Ortiz is cut over his right eye. You know, he's always been prone to a cut, so his opponent, his corner, I assume, is telling him to land some uppercuts, which I think is a good idea. All he needs to do is really just because all Ortiz is doing is just circling, exploding into action and landing, trying to land a big shot and smother Guerrero's counter. If Guerrero can time that, take half a step back and land an uppercut, he'll be in a real bad, bad position because his chin will be right in the sky for a counter punch, like it was in the second round. Guerrero looks like he's stepping on the gas right now. He's got Ortiz up against the rope. Ortiz isn't really giving up initiative. Both fighters don't want to be up against the rope. That's so easy to see. They both want to be in the center of the ring. As soon as they get their back even touches the rope, they're spinning out. They just don't want to be in that position. And they don't. We're seeing a little bit more lateral movement from Ortiz. We don't know if that's voluntarily he's doing it or it's the fact that he's starting to feel the pressure and his starting to feel he's starting to get tired from the amount of punches that he's thrown and the lack of activity he's had in recent times. Or it could just be the fact that he wants to take a bit of a walk, but now he's in the pocket trying to smother the work as he usually does. He's a really ugly fighter. Like he doesn't really do anything nice. Everything is just ugly. You know, even a good Ortiz round just doesn't look good on the eye. Guerrero was really trying to work his way out of these mauling situations, but he's got to give himself a bit more distance. You know, Guerrero is definitely landing the more eye-catching punches, but he can just be so much more effective if he just gave himself a bit more space. because Guerrero's punches are just a lot more wider, so they got a longer distance to travel. So when you're in the pocket, when a dude has got shorter arms than you and his punches don't have that much far to travel, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna land forward, especially when he's using a little bit of dirty tactics and mauling to get his punches off. Again, his corner told him to deploy the upper wall. That was a good left hand from Guerrero that landed square on the chin. But Ortiz came right back and he's got him up against the rope. Not much action, but a lot of mauling. I didn't expect the fight to be like this, to be honest. But I don't expect the fight to stay like this. I expect the fight to change because as both fighters get tired, I'm assuming there's going to be much more openings if they use their feet. But saying that they both ain't that great at using their feet. Free fight food. So, I don't know what you mean by that, to be honest. But if you got free fight food, shout out to you. Yeah, definitely. That was definitely a Guerrero round for me. I think he landed the most eye-catching punches. I thought Ortiz was just doing more than stuff. I don't really give him credit for that. My eyes, I got probably got Guerrero win, maybe 2-2. I was hoping I would see less. Why would I hope that? Because to be fair, Ortiz fights like this all the time. But I was hoping I'd see more action and less mauling, to be honest. Guerrero's eye is real swollen. His left eye is really swollen. I know Ortiz has a cut over his right eye, so yeah, both fighters' vision is gonna be impaired in by some degree. I think Guerrero's one's gonna be a bit worse because it's almost closed. Hopefully they keep the distance and keep trying to fight at this distance. I say that, and as soon as I say that, Ortiz just fires himself into a clinch. Guerrero just needs to give himself half a yard to get Ortiz walking into a big shot. This round's been a bit more less messy by saying that nobody's landed anything. So whenever they get close, the fight just ends up going into a clinch. Good shot from Ortiz. Ortiz has got Guerrero's back against the ropes again. And he's still on the rope. He's fighting off the rope. But again, it's just such an annoying fight. Because whenever there's a little bit of action, it's just going straight into a clinch. Shout out to you, Jeff. What's up?
Yo,
Speak?
how we sounding?
You sound a bit muffled and quiet. I don't know why.
All right, hold on.
Did you make the immediate reaction for the last one?
I didn't drop it yet.
If you just jumped in the live, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. Let me know if you guys can hear Jeff, because I can't hear Jeff at all. Maybe it might be my phone volume. Speak now, Jeff.
Check, check, check.
Yeah, you're still kind of quiet.
I'm still quiet.
Yeah, I don't know if that's me. That could be me or me, someone like Conrad in this live. Let me know Guys, if you can hear Jeff, because I can't hear him at all. I can hear you, but you're just quiet.
Let me know if y'all can hear me. Am I low, high? Can't hear me at all?
You use the same headphones you used last time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just me.
Let me turn the volume up on the headphones. Check, check, check.
Speak.
Check, 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 check.
I mean, it's a little bit better, but it's still kind of quiet.
Really?
A lot of this head clashing that's going on right now. I'm not really a fan of this. I'm not really a fan of this fight. Now I thought it would have been a bit more entertaining, but a lot of mourning.
These two old geese is fighting in the back of the bar.
Literally. But at least old geezers, they're less likely to hug and hold.
Yeah.
This is like two drunks fighting, as you said at the start of the fight. You know when
Yeah.
two drunks are so drunk, you have to use the other dude's body to keep them up.
Right, right.
I can still hear you. You're just quiet.
Tomorrow, is my background quiet or you just, I'm low? You think I'm low?
Yeah, you're low.
I'm
Stay on
low?
the
All right.
live. Stay on the live. And
No, don't come out. Don't come out. Don't come out. Hold
I
on.
want to see if I can. If 1 second, I got a bit. I was gonna say, let me ask my brother. But my brother's probably sleeping. I don't want to go on my phone on the live
Nah,
because
don't go on the phone.
you get
I gotta check something real quick. Hold on.
But yeah, if you're in the live, let me know if you guys can hear Jeff because I can't. I can hear him, but he's quiet. Let me know. Jay Banks or MMA Boxing or someone, whoever's in the live, just let me know if you guys can hear Jeff clear. Ortiz does look like he's
Check, check,
gassing.
check.
I can hear you, just still quiet. Ortiz does look like he's gassing now. Guerrero really needs to step up on the pressure. Just give himself half a yard when Ortiz is
Check,
coming in.
check, check.
Try and land uppercut. Again, same thing. Haven't heard any different.
I'm still standing low.
Yep. But again, I don't know if that's me or
Yo, the fact that this is a cool main event is crazy.
I know, bro. I know. Exactly. He said he can't hear you. I thought so. Bro. There's something that's different about your audio.
All right, hold on.
Try jump in and jump back out.
All right, hold on.
Or maybe it's your headphones or something. Shout out to you, Mark Violin. Thank you for telling me because I needed that. But if you haven't, bro, go to T5JeffTV.com, make your predictions, or go to the channel.
Check.
Speak.
Check, check, check.
Same. Still the same. Ortiz does look like he's towering. I haven't watched that much of
So
his
she said
rounds.
he can hear me loud and clear.
You can hear him loud and clear? That's cool, bro. I can hear you, it's just quiet.
Hey, Mark, come back in. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Because I am in a different spot.
Round that much. Didn't get to watch that round that much. But hit the like button, hit the share button. Go to G5 Jeff TV. Make your predictions for this week's. Oh yeah, Toshi, bro. You're not in the fantasy league neither, bro. You need to go to the fantasy league and join the fantasy league. This week's fight is Pacquiao versus Ugas. So make your predictions and basically test your boxing knowledge against other boxers.
Yeah, you still got time.
Still got time.
Still got time. These two old drunks are still fighting. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is crazy. Like, I listened to you for a quick second before I jumped on, But you know the thing that's crazy
What?
is if either one of these dudes had the ability to take a half a step or a full
Half a
step back
step and then land a good
and land
counter on
something
the half a
big,
step.
they can land something big. But they don't have the ability to do it.
No, not at all.
They they look like two dudes, right? Like mentally they want to do something, but physically they just can't. You can tell.
Yeah.
You know who they need to throw these guys up against to get his name up?
Who?
Boots.
I want to see that fight.
But he need names.
Nah, you don't need these names.
You heard his dad said he turned 15 people turned him down.
Yeah, I saw that on YSM's channel.
Yeah. Big shout out to YSM. Big
But
shout out to everybody in the chat too.
I didn't think. I'm not surprised by that at all.
No, I'm not neither.
Again, as I was saying before, both fighters they don't want to take steps backwards. They both want to
Yeah.
dominate center ring. I saw that from the first minute of the fight. They just don't want to go backwards. When the moment they take a step back, they want to
I
take a step forward. They want
I
it in the
know
second.
I know Guerrero he can't say anybody was running because that's his favorite phrase. People be running.
Yeah,
Ortiz been in his wheelhouse all night.
all night. But Ortiz does this thing where he just kind of smothers the work a lot.
Yeah, they both smothering the work. I gotta do a quick roll call since I got in here late, man. Big shout out to Andre Southgate, MMA boxing, Brendan Jackson in the building, Hector Rodriguez, Swaro, my guy Blaze Philly 215, Jay Banks, baby, what's going on? Brawling Style, um, let's see, Mark Volin and Toshi. Um, they putting up a Fury Wilder 3 promotion up. That shit ain't happening.
How far are you in the fight? How far are you in the fight?
I'm in between rounds right now. They showing Brian Kenny and Joe Goosen.
Yeah, I must be way behind.
I'm way behind.
I'm way behind.
You still in the middle of a round?
Nah, I haven't finished the round yet.
Oh, you haven't finished the round yet.
27 seconds left.
Oh wow, yeah, you behind. Okay.
I'm watching it on the screen because no British broadcaster has picked up PVC fights. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
most of these PVC fights are always
Well,
watching on the phone.
I'm unless something big happens, I'm gonna let you
Nah, this fight's pretty
yeah, this
straightforward.
this fight is I can't even say it's disappointing because I wasn't expecting a lot. Um I
Bro,
just
Toshi, your comment in the comment section is so delayed.
oh, he said he could hear the both of us. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't care if it was even packing Spence did for it. The fact that this is a co-main event is really pissing me off.
I mean, Freddie Roach has got a busy night of work today.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he do. Real busy night of work.
You jumping off when the fight's done.
Yeah, but I don't even know if it's I'm hoping somebody get knocked out to make it worth it.
Yeah, let's hope.
Yeah. But you know the thing that's crazy, like everybody in that crowd, they there because they wasn't gonna get their money back.
I mean, I would have been at the front of that queue, bro. I'd have been at the front of that line trying to get my money back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Um, this is
Yeah,
probably one of the worst co-main events to a pay-per-view card A
Nah,
PBC pay-per-view card.
nah. PBC's done trash on before.
No,
PBC's done
pay-per-view
trash
though.
on.
Pay-per-view.
Huh?
Pay-per-view.
Yeah, PBC's done trash pay per view undercard.
No, I said co-main though. Co-main.
Yeah, PBC's done trash co-main events. Bro.
Worse
Trash.
than this. Worse than this one.
I mean, I think so. Look at all of them Floyd cards, bro.
Even the Floyd cards. I don't know if they had. I don't know if they had co-mains worse than this.
Nah, I
This
think
is bad. This is bad. Yeah.
this is bad.
This
But
is bad. Yo, I don't even. I'm not even trying to score the rounds, but I can't even. I don't know. Like
yeah, it's a it's a
I would
it's a
I
fight
would
that
say I would say Ortiz is winning these rounds, but I mean this is bad. Yo, and the thing is crazy. I think Ortiz is only like 34, 35.
I mean, I don't know how to score these ones. I'm not really fully focused on it to be honest.
I'm not either.
You think someone's gonna get stuck? There's 2 rounds left.
I hope somebody gets stopped. I'm trying to get a nice thumbnail so I can
Can you imagine? Can you imagine Can you imagine, bro? 2 championship fighters fighting in a 10 rounder.
right. Ugas lady is fire though.
Yeah,
Ugas lady is fire though.
I need to go see it.
Yeah, she got business.
Need to go
The
see it.
joint, the joint jam packed though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Pacquiao.
jam
Pacquiao is
packed.
fighting.
Yeah, jam packed. PBC doesn't have quality control.
Toshi, are you watching this on a playback or something? Like your comments are so slow. Like it's like 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after we're talking about. Thanks for being in the live anyway. But
His joint might be late.
yeah,
His
like
playback might be late. Yeah, and listen, I will sit and watch any fight, but this man, this here, man, this is crazy. Real talk. This is crazy. Oh my god. Yo, dudes like this like need to be served up to young guys.
of course.
Like that's what I was saying. Like Virgil Ortiz should have an opportunity to get in the ring with both of these dudes and create a bigger name for himself. That's how boxing works. These older dudes like this, like I'd rather see them get a young dude a shot and possibly pass some type of a torch than for them to fight each other and we see a fight like this. Like this is
What I
crazy.
want to know is why the hell was Ugas' girl in the ring um in the dressing room anyway?
You said what?
Why is Ugas' lady in the dressing room?
They always be in the dressing room.
Not all the time. I wouldn't want my woman in the dressing room. If I'm fighting, I'm fighting. My
Yo,
woman needs to be somewhere else.
you got more than one woman. That's why you don't want them in the dressing room.
Yeah,
Your ass go get in trouble.
you're trying to incriminate me in life, bro. I have people watching this, bro. This guy trying to do me like Padman McGriff. That's incriminating. I
I pulled a
exercise
pad,
my
man,
right.
McGriff.
I'm gonna exercise my right to silence, bro.
Well, luckily you won't be in a locker room no time soon, man. So you all right.
Exercise my right to silence. There's a video, yeah, of a dude getting interviewed, and he's like, "I would like to thank my wife, and I'd like to thank my girlfriend."
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. I yo, the one thing I will say is neither one of them have gassed out.
No, they haven't.
I haven't
Which I
gassed
thought
out.
that was the first thing that would go, to be honest.
Right.
You reckon either fighter was on the juice?
Nah, nah. They so old, the juices probably won't even work when it hit their system, yo.
Most likely not.
Yeah, they got them.
It's like trying to put a new Apple system on one of those old computers.
Yeah, yeah. That's like putting them like them real cheap batteries.
Yeah,
Like you put a real cheap battery in a remote, that joint work for like 2 hours and then that joint will dead again. Like,
literally.
yeah. But this
Dave
is
Philly says, "Are we enjoying the hugging match?" Of course not.
y'all enjoying the hugging match. Um
I'm I'm
I
I'm
Blaze,
seeing
this
that the
is
kid still
bad,
hasn't
man.
made his prediction, so I assume he's another
Oh,
dude that's
Blaze, you gotta jump on the website real quick. I gotta um you on vacation or no? Blaze Philly 215. You on vacay? Cause I got that thing for you. So you know what I'm talking about. So um yo, these dudes is just neither
bro.
one of
I'm
them.
so tired, you wouldn't even believe.
You need to take a cat nap.
Nah, we're literally so close to the fight. But I'm not staying on long after the fight. That's what I'm saying.
I feel
I'm
you.
hoping. I'm hoping Pacquiao gets Ugas out of it. I'm hoping. He said now.
Okay. All right.
What are you drinking, bro?
I'm gonna pull up. Nah, this is some tea. This ain't nothing.
Some what?
This some iced tea. This ain't nothing. This ain't no specialness. You know what I'm
Thought you're
saying?
drinking like. I thought you're drinking something special.
Nah, I ain't drinking nothing special. Not tonight. They got Ortiz up 86-85 on the cards.
He
I
said, "I hope none of us paid for it." I mean, definitely paid
nah
for it.
nah. I got this streaming on a. I got this streaming through the Roku joint.
Yeah, I know
So
about that.
yeah,
I'm in a. I wasn't able to pay for it anyway. It's not even on anymore.
no,
So
I wasn't gonna pay. I
basically,
wasn't gonna pay anyway because the WBA's involved. But
yeah, I get you.
yeah,
Well, dude,
I if all Ortiz got to do is let Guerrero walk into a shot. Like he's just coming
they
in chin
both got to
straight
do
up
the
in the
same
air.
thing.
Like
They
yeah,
both got to do the same
yo,
thing.
I I don't even want to do an immediate reaction. I don't even know what to say. Like this is bad.
I just don't know how this is a co-main event. They really
I
tried to save money
you know
on this
what?
undercard.
I can really I can mention one fight card where the co-main event was worse than this one.
What's that?
You ready?
Yeah.
David Benavidez versus Jay Leon Love.
What fight was that on?
That was a co-main event
Errol
on
Spence versus Pacquiao. No, Errol Spence versus Sean Porter. Errol Spence
yeah,
versus Sean
yeah,
Porter. Yeah, I remember that.
that was bad.
No, but you know what though? It wasn't that bad because I'm pretty sure there was another good fight on that card. Though. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
but
sure there was
that's the
another
fact
good
that
fight
that was
on
a
that card.
cold main though. The fact that that was a cold main is crazy.
But bro,
Blaze
Pacquiao
Philly said
is
they both need
crazy.
to retire. Um,
I thought both of them had retired.
I thought they retired too, bro. I thought
What
they
would he
retired
ain't
too.
fought in 3 years?
It's crazy, and it shows it.
Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Those who are in just jumped into the live.
Yeah, this is bad. This is bad,
Bro,
man. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I should have drunk. I should have drunk some Jack or some whiskey or something before this fight.
oh man, this is bad, man. Look at Guerrero putting his hands up like he
He's
did
getting
something.
backed up now. I'm probably behind you, but
Yeah, you behind.
he's getting backed up now. This fight is so trash.
Yo, I put yo. I better not see a draw, yo. I better not see a draw. Cause these old geezers gonna be
Draw
talking
and a
about a
rematch
rematch.
on
Yo,
the
I
AJ
yo,
Fury undercard.
I'm smacking somebody. Ain't even nobody around me right now. I'm at to smack somebody if this shit is a draw.
Man's gonna do a ludicrous.
Right. Blaze, don't come on, man. Come on, man. I don't want to hear no draw, man. Hold on. They did.
Whoa! I'm not gonna lie, Guerrero did land some big shots at the end of that. At the end of that round,
Yeah,
but
he did. But
that fight was trash.
yeah, this he put Guerrero putting his hands up in the crowd. They ain't even looking at him. Like
He might have won, bro. I don't even know who won.
I don't know. I like I'm not doing no immediate reaction to this shit. Hell no. It ain't nothing to react on. I hold on, I got the volume on low. I got the volume off because I don't want them hearing it in the background. They fucking cut it.
He won the fight.
Guerrero,
Did he win?
unanimous decision.
I told you, he might win this fight.
This was horrible. Blaze
Right.
said I wasn't scoring this fight at all. I wasn't scoring it either, bro. Yo,
This fight. Could you imagine? Yeah. Could you imagine that Pacquiao and Ugas got cancelled? They would. This would actually be the main event.
hey yo, man, come on with the jokes, man, on the late
That's the
night,
truth,
man. Come
though,
on,
bro. That's
man.
the truth.
Yeah, I come on, man. Oh man. Yeah, I can't with you, yo.
Might as well put me in the ring, bro. I think you'll do better than that.
Yeah, Swallow. I probably put some bread on you too, for sure. Um Ugas, yo, you know that old saying like they be like money don't change you?
Yeah.
Man, please. The money done changed Ugas like crazy. I told you, his skin look clear.
But
You
you
know what I'm
say from
saying? He
ashy
take
to
better.
classy.
He went from ashy to classy. He take better pictures. His lady got a better looking wig. All that, man. Like
She's been watching too much Cardi B and
yeah,
Nig.
man. Got the Cardi B line up as far as the wig. Darn, I didn't even know that was Keith Thurman. That's crazy.
I mean, what's Keith
Keith,
Thurman doing? Who's Keith Thurman supposed to be fighting?
I don't know if you ask him, he gonna fight Tank.
Tank.
That's what they've been going back and forth about.
That's crazy. How did Guerrero ever get a fight against Mayweather? Bro, but you have to ask Mayweather.
They had a 24/7 and all that for that fight. You need to
Seriously.
know how big. Hell
I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie, yeah. Sometimes I envy American fight fans, but sometimes I really think you guys get it hard. Like, how do you pay for a fight like this? I don't know. There's people that's probably gonna pay for this as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How does a fight night go from being so exciting as Errol Spence and Pacquiao to this?
Yeah, this is crazy.
Can you imagine if you paid for this and you were in the arena just?
Oh man, I listen. I'll be so pissed off, yo. Bleeds Philly. How did the he said that how did Guerrero ever get a fight against Mayweather? Um, yeah, man, it's great. But at that time, I know Guerrero name was pretty hot at that time. Actually, that was right after he beat Berto. And
Yeah,
back then, whether it was planned or not, the perception was if you beat Berto, you get Floyd. Victor Ortiz beat him, got Floyd.
do you think
Guerrero beat him, got Floyd.
do you think, and this is me just being honest, giving my outsider's opinion, do you think that Ugas is too big for 147?
No, no, because he's not no huge 147.
He looks
It's not
big
huge.
to me.
Everybody looks big compared to Pacquiao. He 5'5".
No, bro, I mean in general. He looks big to me.
Yeah, but
He
he
looks
just
bigger than Boots, and he looks bigger than Spence, and he looks
yeah,
bigger
but he
than Danny.
not. Yeah, he looks look big in actual um actually being big. Like I don't think he's like you look at Spence and you know he can fight at 154. I don't look at Ugas and thinks he can and just be like, oh, he can fight at
Seriously,
154.
I
Yeah, I
disagree,
don't
bro.
see
I think he looks
I
bigger
don't
than
see
Ugas.
that.
I think he's bigger than uh Spence.
Mm-mm,
I think he is.
mm-mm. Is like he doesn't look bigger than Spence to me because he's Spence is more solid, like more dense. You know what I'm
But that
saying?
means he can just fill out more because he's all a tall guy.
Yeah, he's a tall dude, but that's what makes him look so big. Because a lot of times he's like if you watch him versus Ray Robinson, he don't look like a 154. Ray Robinson is
I
closer
think
to his size.
I think he looks 154 in every fight.
Okay. Well he definitely ain't got the power to go up to 154. I know that much.
Yeah, I know that. You guys being sacrificed to Manny Pacquiao and he don't even know it. That's funny.
Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna slightly disagree with that only because Ugas opponent went out with the same injury. I'm afraid to turn my volume on. Yeah, I can't even turn my volume on. I don't want them to hear it in the background and cut the live off.
Yeah.
I'm
Soto had
just gonna leave
one
it on
arm
mute.
against Guerrero.
Yeah, but yeah, he did have one arm against Guerrero. But um, the thing about it is back then, if you beat Berto, you got Mayweather. If you beat Berto, you got Mayweather. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying?
I'm drinking this water like it's cognac.
Oh man. The thing that's crazy is like there was a lot of people saying like Manny Pacquiao was like Earl Spence was kind of like the Earl Spence was kind of like the cash cow of the sport. Um, this crowd right here shows you it's clearly Manny.
Of course,
Manny still got the bigger name, the
because
bigger
because
pulling
he's a
power.
foreigner. Foreigners
Yeah,
foreigners support their own. It's only in America
yeah,
people don't support their own.
yeah,
I was saying that the other day.
yeah. It's crazy because I'm like, let's just imagine if it was the other way around and Pacquiao was the one that was out and it was Spence and Ugas. This building will be halfway filled.
The truth is, I'm gonna say this to you, bro. The only fight I remember black fight fans getting behind in this modern era is actually Wilder.
Yeah, they get behind him. They get. But the thing was, they didn't always get behind Wilder. They got behind Wilder, uh, more so. Trying to think what fight. Uh,
AJ, like AJ came on the scene, and the
yeah. Um, so it wasn't even a situation where Wilder was getting support from the jump. You know what I'm saying? But no, Pac Man still pulling the crowd. He
he's
definitely
gonna bring
still
that to
pulling.
his career, to the death of his career. But as I say, um, the fight's about to start. Should be an interesting fight. You got your last chance to make the predictions on the site. E5JTV.com.
Absolutely. G5FTV.com. Go to the prediction page. Make your prediction for Manny Pacquiao versus Yordenis Ugas. Join the fantasy league, and you still got a little bit of time. You probably got a good, I would say, about 20 minutes to get it done. By the time they walk into the ring and announcements and all of that, um,
You know
got a
the
good
biggest
20 minutes.
problem though? I'm not excited for this fight. So even the fight's about to start, I am just so tired.
That's fine, man. You got to rush your eyes for a couple seconds. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
He's just doing the national anthem for America.
uh, Somebody named Mean Girl or something like that. She got a set of pipes on it. She
She
can
what?
sing. She can sing.
I can't. I'm not. I'd have the volume down. I'm just using the visuals. You know.
Nah, she got nice looking lips, so I just figured she could sing and shit. My volume's on mute too. So
The hell, you know she can sing if it's on mute, bro.
I don't know. She looked nice. So as far as I'm
Yeah, I
concerned,
even
she
like
can
the
sing.
thing that she got around her head. This is what.
Ugas looked like he got old overnight, yo.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. This
Yo,
guy looks
and
very old. You know them
yo,
old men that go to church.
he looked like a church deacon.
Literally, fam. Like them old guys that come out with his Bible.
Yo. He looked like a church deacon.
Literally.
Yo, he
He's
looked
not
like
the
his
pastor because the pastor's always got a Jericho or
yeah.
something.
He looked like his name Clarence. He looked like a Clarence. He looked like a Clarence.
Said Clarence.
He's a he's a bishop and he does security for the church. Like
Literally. Pastor, Deacon Clarence or something like that.
Deacon Clarence. Yeah, he looked completely different. Like he don't have no eyebrows, no
Yeah,
nothing.
I was saying that, bro. He just looks like a straight monk. No
Yo,
eyebrows, no hair. Literally, this guy shaved off everything.
he looked like a gazelle. Like,
You look like a what?
he looked like a gazelle. He looked like a deer. Yo, that's crazy.
This looks weird, like no eyebrows, no nothing. This guy looked like he shaved from head to
He
toe.
shaved. Yo, he took. Yeah, he looked like he just took the razor and just. Yo, you can't. Yo, you can't trust a dude with no facial hair. Yo, can't
You know what they
like.
say when you do VADA testing, you have to give a hair sample as well. This dude gave the whole
He
gave the
was
whole
like, man,
body.
he's like, man, take the chest hair, just take it all. Like his hair sample came in a shoebox, yo.
Literally, literally.
Yeah, but you know what though? Like it was kind of a blessing that we didn't get the tickets and all that other stuff. Because I'd have even been pissed off if we'd have got approved for like credentials and I'd have went through the whole process of actually going out there. Like I'd have been pissed
Why?
because the most I could have did was just get fan reaction videos. Because everybody,
I would have pulled it.
I don't want to talk to Victor Ortiz. I don't want to talk to Robert Guerrero. I don't want to talk to his dad because I can't stand in front of them and act like they put in some work. Like, you know me, I'm the type, I'll be like, yo, like, I ain't really enjoy the fight, yo. Like, they be
I'm not
pissed
gonna
off
lie,
at
bro.
me.
I'm not gonna lie. Ugas, Ugas transformation in life has been mad. Literally,
Yo,
like
that's what Biggie, yo, Ugas is a prime example of what Biggie was talking about. He went from
literally.
ashy to classy. He even got fur on his he coming in cheesing. He already know the bag cleared in the
Literally,
bank.
he's looking like
Yeah,
AB.
man.
He's
Yeah,
looking
he
like
look like
AB when he's
AB.
walking through.
Yeah.
All he needs to do is come out to someone like the baby or something like that, and
Yeah,
then
Manny.
or
They
Meek Mill or
probably
something.
yeah, Manny, they gonna go berserk for me. I got it on mute, so I can't hear it. But they gonna go berserk for Manny. I just because the thing is, I'm like, if Ugas had more pop, I would I would I
It's
would give
coming
him
up
a
to
better shot.
Spanish music or something.
Yeah, they gonna go crazy. They gonna go crazy. But if Pacquiao wins this fight, he can legit. He's not gonna retire. Like he's gonna want to go after Spence because of that eye.
No, but Spence ain't gonna be fighting for another year, bro.
Yeah, he's not gonna fight for a long time, man. Like I think he. A lot of people like, oh, he gonna be all right. Like I think he's done, yo.
I mean,
I'm.
he could be done in terms of like high level, like because
I think he's.
all it takes is one dangerous fight,
But
and then that
that's
eye is
why I
damaged
said
for
he's.
good.
That's why I said he's done in the sense of like Spence Crawford will never be the same. Because if Crawford gets that win, then they're gonna blame it on the eye. It's like yeah, like he's done in terms of just
That's why boxing is so like this is the downside of boxing. Like if I never get to live to see that fight, tears
yeah
will roll down my eyes.
shit. Because that's why Sugar Ray was out for so long. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Ray Leonard was out for so long. So he tried to get his eye together. Like there's so many examples of that. Like you take like Iran Barkley. He had a detached retina and he got it repaired before he fought James Tony. And James Tony had him looking, man, he had him looking like he had two basketballs under his eyes. Like it was crazy.
Like
You know what I'm saying?
it's
So
crazy because in sports over here, once your eyes gone, your eyes gone. Like, but
mhm.
there's a fighter we have in England called Anthony Ogogo. Don't know if you've ever heard
Yeah,
of
I
him.
know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
His 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 he had to retire at a real young age, and he was gonna be something. He was promoted to be something real big. Former Olympian, him and Anthony Joshua came through at the same time, and it was just so sad to see what happened to him.
I'm hoping they show the actual crowd because I want to see the actual crowd reaction. Yeah, they got yeah, just everybody got their
I hope
phones out.
Pacquiao goes after Crawford.
I hope so too.
What happened with the purse bid between Sean Porter and Terence Crawford?
I don't think they had it. I think they deleted it. Yeah, see Pacquiao smiling coming in the ring too. His check clear too.
Of course,
They both checked the bank account before they came up.
they ain't gonna do that FBA Jagba walk out the ring.
Nah, nah, absolutely
I
not.
need to know that guy's name because that guy's a legend.
Yo, he is so gangster for that, yo. But the thing that's funny though, he tried to make it seem like he wasn't taken care of as far as money, but I know for a fact he was taken care of as far as money and all that. He just didn't want to fight and just walked out.
The truth is, I knew. You know when I to me, I remember looking at the ring walk, and in the ring walk, he just looked so comfortable. Like it's like he thought he was gonna win the fight, and I'm thinking, whoa, this guy's looking comfortable, confident, because he was so confident he knew you weren't fighting, bro.
Yeah, right, right. It's crazy. Yo,
That's
Ugas looked like this old. He looked like this old basketball player. Now the basketball player had a condition. That's why he didn't have no hair. But there's a guy named Charlie Villanueva. He had the same baldy, no hair, nothing. Like he looked exactly like that's how exactly how Ugas looked.
this guy has no eyebrows, bro. That's the thing.
Yo,
He just
you can't trust if you can't trust somebody with no facial hair, you really can't trust somebody with no eyebrows and no facial hair, man. That's just
literally this dude's
yeah.
a permanent surprise, bro.
Yo, it almost looked like he thought he was washing his face with soap, and it was actually Nair and shit.
Yeah, yeah, literally.
Yo, like I mean, it's crazy. You know, one thing I will say about Manny though, Manny got no homo. He got the legs of a cruiserweight, yo.
Yeah,
His legs is like tree trunks. But that's where all his power come from. That's where all his power come from.
this
Cause
dude said
he's
no homo. That's funny.
yeah, I had to because some people they just
This dude has no eyebrows, bro. Literally, like I don't even think he has eyelashes. Like, what the flip, bro?
I don't know what I don't know.
Where did they Vaseline? Where did they apply the Vaseline?
Hey Shane, they just go like this, just
Literally, bro.
they like
There's
just put
no
it everywhere.
eyebrows to
Just
even
put it
apply the
everywhere.
Vaseline, bro.
Just put it everywhere, but in his eye. Just put it everywhere, but in his eye. You know the thing that's funny is they had when they did the face off, they both standing there with the same exact belt.
Yeah, that's funny.
Shit was crazy. They was looking at each other like, "Oh, you got one of them too, huh?"
WBA on drugs.
So I guess they both are going to be announced as the WBA World Champion. Is that what we doing?
One regular, one people.
Ugas ain't got no eyebrows, no mustache, no beard, no chin hair, no hair on his head. Like, he looked like a newborn baby, yo.
Literally, fam, with wrinkles. Like he got Benjamin Button disease or something.
Yo, he looked like an elderly teenager, yo.
Literally, like literally. Why do you have no eyebrows, bro? Literally.
Yo, I'm like, what happened? Like this that's crazy.
He just looks like a Malteser. You know Malteser?
Yeah. This is crazy. I know I know Freddie Roach, I know his bank account cleared too.
Oh, bro, this guy just looks so damn weird.
Yo, my guy, hold on, hold on. Blaze Philly said, I agree. Berto was a gatekeeper. Toshi said, I'm laughing at you guys talking about Ugas' hairless head.
Bro, this guy, you mean the lack of
Yeah,
hairless? Yeah, hairless.
yo,
But there's no hair on his body, fam. Like that's
yo, bro, he got more hair on his trunks than he do his whole body, G.
literally
Like, yo, it's crazy. Who's this referee?
out here looking like a straight meatball.
Yo, he, he should get a sponsorship with like a razor. Like a
Yeah,
razor
yeah,
company. Yeah,
facts,
like a shaving
facts,
cream. Like
yeah,
shaving
facts,
cream. Oh man, that thing is sell like hotcakes, boy.
facts,
That thing is
facts,
sell like
bro,
hotcakes.
facts, bro.
Manny look cold. Now you know how some guys look warmed up. Manny looks cold to me.
Yeah.
Look a little cold.
Has the fight started in your life?
Just started. It's still in the
My one ain't started yet.
Okay. I got you. Don't worry about it.
If there's a knockout, you're just gonna have to. Well, I haven't even reached the flip it, bro. I'm way behind. This dude still has his top on.
Oh yeah, you about a good 5 minutes behind, probably.
Nah, I'm like 45 seconds behind.
Okay.
They're touching gloves now.
Oh, okay. You about 30, 40. Yeah, you about 30, 45 seconds behind. I'm trying to get this closed caption off my TV, man. This oh no, here you go. Is that it?
I've never seen Pacquiao's chick before.
Yeah, they just showed her. His
Just
wife.
now, but she got a mask on.
She got what?
A mask.
Yeah, she got a mask on. No, I've seen her before.
Yeah, he look. I told you, bro. He looks huge in comparison to Ugas, in comparison to Pacquiao. He looks massive. What does your time say on your TV?
I can't even see the time yet because I'm trying to take this closed caption off my TV. I got too many people. I don't even understand why closed caption is on my TV. Like I ask you know who this shit
This
all the
fight,
time.
this fight's gonna be so trash.
Um, and the thing is, I don't ever watch TV, so
Roll calls vlog. Shout out to you. I know you're new. What happened with Pacquiao and Spence? Spence got a really bad eye in you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, bro.
Rocco's vlog. What's going on with you, player? Um, you should have seen his white face when he got knocked out. Yeah, everybody face looked like that. Looked crazy. Toshi, he went to the wax place and they asked him, "Where would you like hair removed?" Ugas said, "Everything."
Literally. Hit the like button,
Oh
hit the
man.
subscribe button, people.
Hey man, go to G5JeffTV.com, man. You can't get in on the prediction for this fight, but you can get in for future fights. Join the fantasy league, register to the website, man. It's almost standard now. You know what I'm saying?
If Jeff wins this week, I'll be so pissed.
Hey man, it's only a matter of time.
I don't think he's gonna get stopped. Is it? Well, you in round two?
It's in between rounds. It's getting ready to go to round two.
Oh, Toshi said he put his prediction in. Shout out to you, bro.
Big shout
Respect.
out to Toshi. It said Ugas is fighting small. I mean,
I think that's how he always fights. When did you
yeah,
see?
he
When you
always
see this
fights
guy
small.
use the distance?
Yeah, he always fights small.
But he used the jab a bit though. He did use the jab in the
Yeah,
back. In,
yeah, that's the starting point. He got to use that jab. If you use the
definitely.
jab, that can set some things up, but he got to be patient though.
Hector Rodriguez, mirror it, bro. Like you always do.
Hey,
You, you're old school
you
fan.
were old school. You were OG.
Hector Rodriguez. The
Hector
truth is,
Rodriguez. Things have changed.
the reason why we can't, bro, is because the last time we done it, we got flagged and we got banned for what 3 months or
3
something. So
months.
we can't really afford to do that right now. But thanks for the support, regardless. And if you want to watch the fight, um, I could literally just tell you a link you can watch it on. So if you want to, I could just put the link in the live. It's up to you, bro. Let me know. How did you score that first round? I didn't even score it.
I hit the first round of Pacquiao, but Ugas doing some good work in the second round though.
I've just started the second round just now, bro. How far are you in it?
Hold on real quick, bro. Hold on.
But yeah, those who jumped in the live, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video. Go to g5jeftv.com. Hector Rodriguez, I apologize for your request. I know exactly what you're talking about. Unfortunately, we just can't do it right now. But respect to you. You guys' job is killing Manny Pacquiao right now. Yeah, it was like that in the back end of the first round, and then he's doing it a very good job in the second round, keeping a distance. Pacquiao is normally better in transition than this. He's normally better with his head than this. And Ugas is doing well with the jab. Normally the jab isn't that effective against southpaws, but he's doing well with it, and he's not punching down on it as well. I gave Manny the first, but he's getting dominated in the second. Yeah, based on what I'm seeing, but I still got the whole round to watch at the second, where I'm like 1 minute 30 seconds in the second round. I'm way behind. The problem is though, even if the fight goes to points, Pacquiao's winning this fight. Facts. The truth is though, when Pacquiao throws the jab, Ugas left hand's occupied. So it's right now it's a battle of the jabs, battle of the footwork. I want to see Ugas try to create a bit more angles on his shots though. He ain't got no power, but just
Yeah.
try to create a bit more angles and openings.
Why they put commercials on a pay-per-view?
What? Oh, you're in between rounds already.
Yeah.
In England, we have commercials on
Please said
pay-per-view.
Manny Pacquiao is getting dominated. I did not see this coming. It's 1-1. I gave
That's
Ugas
early.
shots. It's
It's still
early.
early.
It's early. But the thing is, I'm like, is he gonna be able to be patient the entire night doing that?
He won't. Pacquiao ain't gonna lose no fight on the card. That's a fact. There's no way. There's
Nah.
no way PBC is gonna give him a close fight. But
I'm
Pacquiao
still
was
I'm
Pacquiao was
still
fighting
mad
a
about
high tempo fight though. So
yeah, I'm still mad about them eyebrows, yo.
yeah, definitely. Pacquiao's fighting a high tempo fight. So if he is an old man or if he is gonna age, we'll see it in this fight because he's getting put behind the jab, so he has to overwork to get his success. I'm just talking about in that round. I'm not talking about the fight overall. Yeah, it was just too early, innit? You could be right, but it's just early. He's fighting a high tempo fight, so we'll see if he's aging.
Yeah, I think he don't want to make the same mistake he did in the
Thurman fight.
Thurman fight. Yeah.
Because he's having to do a lot of work to get to the inside. Personally, I think he would struggle with Crawford so badly.
Yeah. Ugas is I like his jab.
Yeah,
I
it's
like his
very
jab.
good, but he's not creating angles on the shot. So once Pacquiao bypasses that jab, Pacquiao should have success.
Ugas just don't have enough crack on his punches. He getting home with a lot of stuff though. Blaze Philly said Manny Pacquiao was thinking entirely too much. That's not his game. Actually, he needs to think a little bit in this fight because that jab by Ugas is working. He got to find a way to counter that. Because what
I mean, I
Ugas
would
is
love to see
doing,
Pacquiao try to change the levels a bit.
yeah, Ugas is throwing the initial jab and he's countering Manny's counter. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
Manny's gonna have to think his way through this one. But I hear what you're saying though, Blaze. At points,
Pacquiao's
he's
having to
just
overwork to even get his success because the jab is keeping a lot of good distance.
yeah. Ugas gonna end up getting into a firefight, man. He's not gonna keep this up. He's not gonna keep this up. This is why it's so hard to fight somebody like Manny, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Good body shot. Ugas ain't like that body. Oh, he ain't like them counters neither. This gonna be a good fight.
I think Pacquiao's winning this round. To be honest,
Yeah, I think Manny won round 3. Not by a lot though. 2-1 Manny. But I agree with Blaze though. Blaze is exactly correct. He's gonna have to, in order to counter that jab, he's gonna have to just he's gonna have to pretty much just put his head down and just let some shots go.
yeah,
I told Phoenix the next time she starts stashing stuff in this couch, it's gonna be me and her.
Pacquiao is fighting a high tempo fight, so we'll see. Manny is about throwing combinations at awkward angles. He's not doing that exactly because he can't bypass that jab from Ugas. He needs to find a way to do that. He's being forced to fight at a tempo he don't want.
Yeah. To be honest with you, the way Ugas jab working against Manny, just imagine what Spence jab would have been doing. Manny game is throwing combinations at awkward angles, and he's not doing that. Yeah, when you got
Yeah,
an active jab in your face, it's hard to get to
that's
the
what I'm
awkward
saying. He's
angles.
got to find a way to bypass that jab, and
Yeah,
that's a hard jab to do when it's so long. You got to overwork to get the success. It's just quite difficult to do. You got to constantly be fighting in transition and in bounce, and it's very taxing on the body to do so.
right, right.
Looks like your prediction's gonna go down the waste, bro.
I don't know what you talking about. I don't know what you talking about.
Your prediction's going to the waste.
Just sit back and watch.
The truth is, I'm annoyed because everybody predicted just like me.
Right. So y'all gonna get what, one more point?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna get one more point than me?
No,
Ugas is, man, he gotta be careful, man. He gotta be careful. Manny gotta start throwing to the body. He's starting to do it. Um, he actually gotta make Ugas think because Ugas is a little comfortable right now. Because he's moving Pacquiao with the shots though. He's
yeah,
moving.
definitely,
He's
definitely.
moving it. Good shot by Ugas. Ugas doing good in this round. No, that wasn't no knockdown. And you know the thing that's funny, speaking of Terrence Crawford, our good friend Tree was in the gym with them today,
Yeah, that's
spar,
dope.
sparring with them dudes. I told him he need to stay in there. But
You guys is doing good work in this one.
yeah, I gave Ugas the fourth round. I got a two. I got a 2-2. Blaze said I got a 2-1 Manny. He also said that was not a low blow. That was right on the line. Right on the line. That's one of them joints. If your cup is high, then it's a low blow. If it's low, then that's a solid shot.
This job is really causing Pacquiao problems.
Uh, yeah. But that's the book on Manny. You throw a nice jab at him, and you got a shot. But he's so just whirlwind with the punches. Guys just stop throwing a jab, feeling like they got to match him punch for punch.
Yeah.
Ugas ain't doing that.
When is the Conor Ben fight?
The fourth, I think.
Oh man, that man's gonna be in the what's it called?
Yeah, I think the fourth. Yeah, I got it. I got it 2-2 so far. I think they got it 3-1. Somebody got it 3-1 for Pacquiao. I got it 2-2. Ugas is doing well. You trying, bro. I appreciate you. You trying.
Definitely.
Yeah, see, Blaze
The Vaseline in his eyebrows. So
got it.
how far? Where you know?
Round 5, minute 50 left.
My round five just started. So
Okay, so you a whole minute behind. Minute,
yeah.
like 15 seconds. The problem with Manny is Manny's only throwing one jab in return.
Yeah. But he's overworking to get in the inside. The
Yeah,
truth
but
is though,
this,
he's not having to fight for the he's just fighting his spurts because it's one of those type of fights. So it's
yeah,
not really causing him too much um distress
yeah.
from a
Spurts is gonna
fatigue perspective.
Spurts is gonna win him the round though. But
Yeah.
he,
I mean that's why I'd say you guys would have to apply a bit more pressure. Even though he's doing well, you just apply a bit more pressure.
I'm not gonna lie. I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it. Um, Pacquiao looks a little different in this fight than other fights. Uh,
But he still looked kind of fast.
yeah, but he don't look nowhere near the way he did against Keith Thurman. Though he don't.
Was that you that just fuzzed out or was that me who fuzzed out?
Huh?
I don't know. My internet might have went down or your internet. What? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Hit the
Yeah,
like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. If you just don't think. Uh,
yeah.
the only reason why I'm not commentating is because I'm tired AF right now.
I gave Ugas round 5.
Yeah, yeah.
I
No,
got Ugas up 3-2.
I'm
I got
giving you guys. But Pacquiao did do a lot of like fighting, but you guys fought well in that round as well. The eye-catching punches, most of them, the explosive work is coming from Pacquiao, but consistency comes from Ugas.
said Manny is going to get knocked down by overhand right if he goes down. I I don't Manny. I hate to say it, Manny. Manny he don't look the same as he did in the Thurman fight.
I'm not gonna lie. If Errol Spence was Errol Spence, he would stop Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, this Manny Pack, yeah.
No,
Typical
but
Errol Spence.
I gave this round to Ugas,
Yeah, I got
but
a
it was a
3-2
close
you
round though.
guys.
It
Yeah,
was a
I
close
gave it.
round.
Which means Pacquiao's gonna get all the close rounds.
Yeah, but what I would say though is that round's gonna take a lot out of Pacquiao. I want to see how he does the next round because he put a lot of work into that round.
He looks I put it to you like this: if you believe Manny Pacquiao was on the juices and he went through VADA testing for this fight, there's a clear difference in how he's fighting. There's a clear
Let's
difference
just
in
say
terms of
this:
his
he's
physical.
definitely not on drugs in this fight.
Nah, nah,
I'm not
he
saying
looked
he's ever
different.
been on drugs, but he's definitely not on drugs in this fight.
Yeah, he's not. Ugas is not the easiest matchup,
But
right?
Ugas ain't doing that great neither, to be honest.
Yeah, he's doing okay, but I got him up. Hold on, please.
He's just being disciplined, which I like.
Yeah, he's susceptible to the punch. The Ugas keeps throwing it, and he hasn't missed one yet. That's the same uh, points that knocked him down when he fought Marquez. Well,
No, it wasn't that.
no, it wasn't that. He
It
just
was a
ran
straight
into the
run.
shot.
It was a pull straight
It
counter.
was a
Yeah.
pull counter. Yeah, but yeah. See, the thing with Manny is he's not really sitting down on nothing.
This round he's doing well. I've only started this round, but this round he's doing well.
Ugas is moving Pacquiao with these shots. He's
Again,
moving.
I haven't reached that stage yet of the fight.
I'm just saying overall, he's moving him with these shots.
Pacquiao is doing one thing I don't normally see him do though, and that's reach. He normally has enough understanding the distance with his feet because his feet is fantastic. He normally don't have to reach, but he's having to reach
His
in this
feet,
fight,
his
and he's
feet ain't
falling
that.
short.
His feet ain't that good in this fight.
Huh?
His feet is not that good in this fight.
No, not at all.
He might have to start pulling the Sugar Ray Leonard. Yeah, he does not look like.
He is falling so short, bro. It's crazy. He's falling so short with the punches. But in my opinion, he's winning this round, though. Got caught with a good counter there, though. That uppercut landed
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah. Blaze Philly. No, the first knockdown was an overhand right against Marquez. Um, yeah, I got a 3-3.
I don't even remember the first knockdown, to be honest. I thought he
I
got the knockout.
yeah. I'm hoping for lightning in a bottle this round. I don't look like I'm gonna
Literally.
get it. Look like I ain't gonna get it.
No, but you can get a knockdown. You can get a knockout. So even if you get a knockout, you still get points because nobody picked Pacquiao knockout. Most people picked Pacquiao points. So far, I haven't got one prediction wrong. I've just been getting methods wrong. That's my problem. I never get methods right.
Right. Now I know Ugas, I mean Pacquiao usually throws punches and bunches, but Pac gonna have to sit down on a couple of hooks. Pacquiao's taking away the jab.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just gotta work now.
Just
He
by
just gotta
moving
work.
side to
Yeah,
side.
side to side, yeah. He just gotta work now. And he's not looking to counter either.
Ugas.
No, Pac. He's not looking to counter.
He's just looking to do his work and come out.
Yeah, yeah. Do his work, leave out the back door. Um, Blaze said, "I remember it clearly. It was. I remember it clearly. I got it 3 rounds of three. I got it the same, Blaze. 3 rounds of three.
I'm hoping for lightning in a bottle as well because I want to see this fight finish. I'm tired.
Right. Is this the first time Manny's been on a went through a Vada tested fight?
The first time I think he's gone through VAR testing in years. I know unless he got it like early in his career, but probably I know post he didn't get it for the Floyd fight, and every fight after that he hasn't
Good
got it.
shot by Manny.
And that Floyd fight was in 2015, so I don't know about before that, but
Ugas is fighting a good fight. Like it's just you fighting somebody like Manny, and you gotta really,
just gotta be a bit more active.
yeah, he gotta be a little bit more active. Like being technically sound is not gonna win him this fight.
You guys is fighting like he's happy that he done a good job, but that's where it ends. You see my point?
Hmm. Yeah, but Manny's not really doing a lot either.
Yeah, he's not really imposing himself. Neither fighter's
Yeah,
imposing himself that much.
yeah. I got a 4-3 pack.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Hold on. Blaze Philly 215 said no, he took testing for the Mayweather fight. That's
No, it
true.
wasn't Vada. It wasn't Vada system.
You sure it wasn't Vada?
It wasn't Vada system. Because Floyd didn't take Vada system.
Oh yeah,
They
it
have to
wasn't
be under
Vada.
the
Yeah,
same
it
board.
wasn't
They have
Vada.
to be on the same testing.
Yeah, it wasn't Vada.
It, it might have been USADA. I don't know.
Yeah, it was USADA.
But
They went to Floyd crib after the
yeah. And remember the whole therapeutic use exemption for his hands and stuff? That was USADA.
yeah. Hector said the guy on the left need a Red Bull or something. He is sleeping. He talking
No,
about
I'm
you.
actually not sleeping, but I am tired. My eyes are looking down on
This
the
is this
screen.
this live is sponsored by the Calm app.
Like, if you look at it,
Nah,
it
he
looks
been
like
up.
I'm
Hold
sleeping, but
on,
my
let me
eyes are
explain
open.
that real quick. Hector Rodriguez, he's in the UK, so
When the
it's
fight's
literally
over, I'm gonna show
5:40 in the
you the
morning.
outside of my house. It is literally about to turn into morning.
Blaze said it was Olympic style testing for the Mayweather fight. I don't think so, bro. I'm at to
I
look
know
that
it
up.
weren't water. That's what I know. I
Yeah,
know it
it
weren't water.
wasn't Vada.
Who did you give that round?
Manny slightly. I got Manny up 4-3, but I could
But
easily have
Hector
it the other way.
Rodriguez, I do need a Red Bull though, but I don't like Red Bull. Red Bull doesn't really. Red Bull just gives me heart palpitation.
Manny got to start going to the body too. He doing a lot of head hunting. Yeah, see, they got Manny Pacquiao up by a point.
Okay, but that's the unofficial scorecard. So. I've always thought that they should allow refs to judge rounds as well.
Hmm, I don't know how I feel about that. Blaze said he got Manny up 4-3. I got the same thing,
I
bro.
am. How am I sleeping when I'm speaking? I don't understand. I'm just looking. My phone is down. I'm watching it on my phone. So,
Beans
like
2K
right now,
said, "Wake up,
like it looks
Jane."
like I'm sleeping right now, but I'm watching the fight. But my eyes look closed.
This,
My
yeah,
beans is
it
hitting
looks
me up
like
already. So give me a chance.
he said it looks like Manny's starting to come on. I don't see Manny coming on, but
It just looks to me. It just looks like a mediocre fight.
he looked 45.
Yeah,
He looked 45.
you
Yeah.
mean 42.
I listen. You said 42. Um, I'm sorry. If this Manny showed up against Crawford, Crawford stops him. If this Manny
Whatever,
shows up
whatever.
against Earl, Earl stops
I've
him.
told you, bro. Everybody has to age at some point. I told you. Everybody has to age at some point.
And the thing is, none of the shots that Manny's throwing
He
is
got hit with a
really.
big shot there, though.
Yeah,
Man,
I like what Ugas did in that round.
yeah, I think Ugas is
I
doing well
think
in this
one that
round.
I think Ugas won that round.
Did he? I think Manny Pacquiao is gonna retire after this fight. I swear to God, on
His
God's green.
his wife don't like what's going on. I tell you that much.
His wife just needs to watch the fight. That's what she needs to do.
Blaze Philly, Manny starting to use his jab. That's the key. He lost that round,
He
bro.
lost that round
He
because
lost that
he's
round.
getting
It's
hit with
4-4.
that you know that um
He got,
wide right hook,
yeah, I was
that
going to say,
chopping right hook.
Ugas got this corkscrew type right hook where he
Yeah,
completely turns it, but it's landing. It's landed on Manny. But you can tell Ugas is not really throwing
but
no
we
major
got
steam on his
Pacquiao
shots.
just doing so much unnecessary moving, just jerky, herky
Well,
jerky
that
type stuff.
that jerking and all that, uh, that jerking and
He's
all that
getting
comes
lit
from,
up in this round. He got lit up in that round. There's no
yeah, he
way
lost round. Yeah, he lost
Pacquiao got
round
that
eight.
round.
Yeah, he
Pacquiao got
lost.
lit up in that round. Is Ugas
He
cut?
said, "Man, he don't have no hair, man. You can't tell if he cut or not, yo."
Exactly. Manny Pacquiao's 42 years old. Yeah, this chick is looking depressed. She needs some antidepressant. um, Pacquiao's chick needs some antidepressant. Pacquiao looks knackered. Pacquiao looks knackered.
Yeah,
He looks 42 today. I told you, bro.
yeah.
Everybody ages at some point. You can't beat Father Time. Father
Good
Time is
body shot by
undefeated.
Ugas.
Father Time is undefeated. You can't beat Father Time, bro.
No, you can't beat Father Time and Vada.
That's funny.
Jay Banks, Manny is 42 years old. Yeah, I mean Manny he looking old tonight. He looking
Looking
old tonight.
42.
But this was part of my concern. I'm like, how much was he let down by the fact that he wasn't fighting Spence?
I don't even think it's that, but he's old. That's what it is. He's
Well,
old.
I'm not saying that he's not old, but he's fighting like he's not motivated either. He fighting like he in the gym.
He's fighting like he don't have it in him.
Yeah, regardless of whether he wins or not, I don't even want to see him back in the ring.
He's
If
gonna
this how he gonna
retire,
be
bro.
looking.
He's definitely done. He's done. He's done out here.
But Ugas is doing the same thing that he did in the Porter fight. It's there for him. He got to turn up.
Yeah. I
You
wanna
got to
see
turn up.
the next few rounds can literally go for it. Go for it.
He doing good in the ninth round too.
This round's close to cool. This wide cuffing right hook is always landing from Ugas, though. He just don't
Yeah,
throw it.
that corkscrew hook. I don't see many people throw that hook like that. Yeah, that overhand right can't miss. I got Ugas up 5-4, yo. I got Ugas up 5-4.
Ugas needs to pressure, put his foot on the gas though, because Pacquiao's gassing. Pacquiao's doing a lot of unnecessary movement, and he's not dictating the pace of the fight neither. Pacquiao.
Nah, Blaze, Philly. He said I got a 5-4
Ooh,
Ugas. Yeah, I got the
that
same thing. I
body
got a
shot was
5-4
clean.
Ugas. Yeah, he don't like them body shots. Manny don't like them body shots.
When do you see Manny Pacquiao deploy a high guard? Crazy.
I mean, I've seen him do a high guard. It's just the fact that he's doing it for a long period of time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, you guys won that one.
This is a must-win round for Manny.
Well, not necessarily.
Shit, why not? I got him down 5-4.
You got him down. You don't.
Huh?
You don't matter. How do you don't matter, bro? We know how these judges go, bro.
Yeah, but like, that's true. But
One thing I
yeah,
would say is it doesn't look like Ugas has a bicep injury at all.
did Manny just try to throw a double punch?
I didn't see that, but we'll see.
You'll see it in a minute. That
Did it land?
was funny. No, it didn't land.
Boy,
Oh,
I'm not gonna
nice.
say what I was gonna say, but I just saw someone spouse in between them.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Serious, serious.
Pacquiao is looking dust, old boy.
Hmm. I know Earl is so pissed off right now, bro.
Pissed, pissed,
Earl is pissed. Earl probably like, yo, this dude food.
food. I'll be upset.
But the thing is, can the WBA afford
Oh,
to take another hit like this?
oh, oh, bro! You didn't tell me that these were lighting it up like that.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, that was a real big right hand from Ugas. Jesus Christ, I'm way behind you, but I'm just seeing these shots now. Pacquiao still got the chin though. I won't lie to you. Pacquiao still got that punch in him.
Manny can't get past that jab, and he can't get past that corkscrew right hand. Ugas
And
throwing.
he just can't establish the distance because
Oh my
his,
goodness.
his
Yeah.
feet, his feet
I
is just not as good in transition anymore. He just doesn't have the feet in transition anymore. Just doesn't have it. You know, and he's falling so short because Ugas is quite long and
yo,
wiry. And he
Pacquiao
just,
got to win these last 2 rounds just to get a draw. In my book.
yeah, I mean, he just can't bypass the distance. The distance Ugas is keeping is tremendous, very disciplined. He is getting lit up. He is
Yeah.
getting lit up.
Hold on. He can't miss with his overhand right.
No,
Remember, I told you.
you did say that
Yeah.
early in the life, but really and truly, you can't tell me anything about what you told us because You should have made a prediction on the page and you didn't.
Yeah, did you make a prediction, brother? Yeah, fire,
This,
bro.
this
In
guy's
between,
struggling.
yo, in between rounds, man.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. He got, bro, that right hand is landing on like clockwork, you know. And you know what? This fight's been clean though. The fight's been clean. We ain't really seen much mauling or hugging or holding.
Nah. To be honest with you,
Pacquiao,
you don't see a lot of hugging and holding in a lot of Manny fights because he do
yeah,
so
I
much
know. I'm just
bouncing.
saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
One thing I would say is Pacquiao has not established distance at all. And normally that's one of his strengths because he normally has the footwork to go in and out and he's
Well,
falling so short. The jab has been fantastic and Ugas has been laser sharp with his distance. Amazing. Impressive.
this this is probably the first fight where I've seen Manny hasn't hurt his guy.
Probably well he didn't fight, he didn't hurt Mayweather.
Well, yeah. No, he did hurt Mayweather once in that fight.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He
You
hit him
must
with
have
a
been watching another fight.
no, bro. He hit Mayweather with a left hook, and
Mm,
Mayweather literally went to the ropes and covered up for 15 seconds, bro. I'm telling you, he hurt him with that
I
shot.
don't think he hurt him.
I'm gonna send you the clip.
Please.
I'm gonna send you the clip. And you know
Mm.
Mayweather's one of my favorite fighters of all time. You know I wouldn't say that unless it actually happened. Oh, we called
Yeah,
got
but
some nice
sometimes
shot.
you can imagine things. You're getting old. No.
No. You stupid. Man, he's doing well in this 11th round so far.
Okay, let me see how this round's going because the start of this round, I've
Did
given
you
the
did
first
you see
minute,
the in between? Did you see the in
the
between
first
rounds?
minute, the
You
first
heard me?
minute I've given to Ugas.
You
So,
heard me? You see the in between round?
of course,
Yeah,
I was impressed. That's real action right there.
yeah, for sure. He said that overhand right has been a difference in this fight. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Um,
Pacquiao just not look the same.
said Jeff is right. Yeah. Ugas, don't let him steal this from you, bro. Do not let him steal this from you. Turn up.
Could you see it being a draw and they're sticking to two WBA
I would
champions,
be so
two
I would be
sanctioning fees?
bro, I would be so mad that I didn't bet the draw. That thing was like plus like
Someone picked the
2,300
draw, bro. Someone picked the draw in the fantasy league.
for real.
Someone also picked Ugas on points as well. I don't know who that was.
Well, because of the WBA, I refuse. I got a 6-5. I got a 6-5.
Yeah, Pacquiao's winning this one.
Yeah, I got a 6-5. Blaze, how you got it? Blaze Philly 215. How you got it, bro? I got a 6-5. Ugas. Pacquiao need this 12th round for a draw. But you know what? If Pacquiao wins this last round and somebody got a 7-5 pack, I can't even be mad.
No, you can't.
I can't even be mad, yo. And it's the WBA we talking about.
Whoa! That was a big right hand that. You know what's weird? Because Pacquiao's always bouncing, a lot of the punches that are grazing Pacquiao, it's moving Pacquiao. Like
Yeah, he's been getting
Pacquiao's
moved all
getting
fight.
moved.
Yeah, he's been getting moved all fight.
Just because he's on bounce, he's on bounce. His legs just don't look as stable as they usually do.
His legs don't look fast. His legs don't look quick.
Not at all. That last minute of the round, though, you guys look good, but I think it was
What's
a
all
little
this
bit.
glove tapping, man? Let's go.
Boy, Pacquiao looks old. Pacquiao looks old.
Yo, he cannot miss with that right hand, yo. Oh man. Yeah, Blaze got a 6-5 Ugas. I got it the same, Blaze.
I wonder what Freddie Roach is telling him in the corner.
Probably attack like he always do.
Yeah?
Attack like he always do. Yo, and this is one of them fights. I don't need to watch it twice to score it. Usually, when I
I'm
watch
not
a
gonna
fight
watch
the
it.
first
I'm
time,
not gonna watch it twice. But
yeah,
it was okay. It was a nice fight.
Ugas continue to fight, bro. Continue to fight. I know Spencer's so pissed right now. Yo, he cannot miss with that right hand, yo. He
Not at all.
cannot miss. That shit is money. Imagine what Crawford would have did with that right hand.
Oh my god. And they would have been leading as well. It's crazy.
How Pacquiao passed the torch to Ugas?
Oh my gosh. That right hand's landing like, oh
Yeah,
my days.
he can't miss. He can't mess with it. Pat can't
If,
pull the trigger, yo. He can't pull
if
the
I was
trigger.
you, that's how I throw that 50 times in this round, bro. Every time you throw it, this
He,
guy's not
he
even
done
counting
threw it
me.
a lot. He done threw
Huh?
it a lot. That's all he throwing his right hands.
Yeah, I've seen it, but I'll just do it way more.
Yo, they gonna score this a draw, yo. They gonna score this a draw.
Pacquiao's losing this round. I
He's
don't care.
losing this round. He's losing this round. Yo, he's getting battered this round, yo.
Yeah, he got beat.
Pat gotta hang these. He gotta hang them puppies up, yo.
Exactly.
He gotta hang these
You
puppies
gotta
up.
call it a day.
Yeah,
This reminds me of him versus Jeff Horn.
yeah, he gotta hang these puppies up. 7-5 Ugas. 7-5 Ugas. He literally pounded him with the overhand right. Yeah. And you can tell,
Oh
man,
my
look at
gosh.
his wife. Look at his wife.
That oh,
She know.
that
That's the
oh my
telltale.
god.
That's the telltale. Yikes.
This dude
Ooh.
got
Yo,
he got he beat the
bro,
brakes of this
the
boy.
post fight? Yo, oh my goodness.
They're gonna give it to Pacquiao, but he beat
Nah,
the brakes of this
I
boy.
think it's gonna be a draw, yo.
Nah man, they're gonna give it to Pacquiao.
They better not, yo. They better not. 7-5 Ugas. See, Blaze Philly 215. 7-5
Nah,
Ugas.
I think he just won this fight. But
Ugas won this fight, yo. And the unofficial scorecard got it 115, 113 Ugas. They gonna score this a draw, bro. They gonna score this a draw.
114, 114, innit?
Yeah. Cause the thing is, bro, Michael Fox beat Gabriel Maestro way worse than this. Ugas had the fight of his life. Now they about to rob him. I don't even think he did anything crazy in this fight. Jab, corkscrew right hand. Thank you. Jab, corkscrew right hand. Like, but he did fight the fight of his life though, just because who he was fighting. But he put them paws on Manny tonight. He put them paws on Manny.
Yo, bro,
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
he won the fight.
They ain't even announced it yet.
Now I need to see it because you're gonna get it before me.
Situations like this, it's gonna be a draw, yo. I'm not gonna believe they gonna give it to Ugas. Ugas landed 151 punches. The Manny's 130. Ugas landed more power punches.
I just want to see the scorecard. Wait, let me see who predicted the Ugas win.
That's one of the boldest predictions you can make because
Guy English predicted Ugas.
he be in the chat all the time.
He's the only one who predicted Ugas.
But that's a bold prediction though because the WBA is just coming off of one of the biggest rivalries in boxing history.
And Conrad predicted a draw.
Conrad might be right, but see, if Conrad predicted a draw on the website and didn't bet it,
Yeah, he's a
Manny just looked like he lost. Nobody on his team is excited. Nothing.
Yeah.
He could not get out the way of that right hand. Ugas looked like he won.
What's the score?
Ugas won by the unanimous decision.
Did
Ugas
he?
won by unanimous decision. Yes. Ugas won by
Seriously?
unanimous decision. Ugas.
That's true. They keep the belt on PBC, innit? Read Toshi's comment.
Toshi, they will give it to Ugas. That way
This,
they keep the belt in PBC Isolation Island.
this
Pac-Man
is
isn't with PBC long term.
this is my first prediction that
But
I got wrong. My first prediction I got wrong.
very well, the thing is, everybody got it wrong. So
No,
that means I'm still on.
Conrad's at the top of the
Huh?
table. Conrad, no, Conrad is on 10 points now, so he's behind you still.
He got 10 points after this.
Yeah, cause he picked no, is it Conrad? Who picked Guy English? Guy English. I think it was Guy. I'll let you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, Guy English picked. We got some points.
I'm glad. I'm glad. But you know what though? That's why I was saying like the WBA wasn't in no position to rob nobody after what happened last week.
Nah.
Good fight, but not worth paying for though.
That's crazy.
I don't even think it was a great fight. It was solid. It was okay. You know that's Caleb Plant, right?
Who?
The one that's in the ring with the purple.
Huh?
With the purple.
I'm not watching the fight anymore.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like J Bank
Yeah.
said, first time for everything. I
Shane,
know.
first time for everything. Shane, hey, J Bank, Shane usually loses arguments with me. Now he's just losing on the website.
This is my first loss. You lost several times. You lost several times on the
J
website,
Banks,
bro.
I gotta take jabs at my guy. It's like
You've
6 in the
lost
morning.
several. The truth is, this dude, the only reason why this guy's because he picks rounds. I'm not good at picking methods and rounds, but I never get results wrong. I've never got a result wrong this season.
Yo,
It's only the first time. I always get
Shay,
results, but you've got a few results wrong.
but when I'm spot on though, I'm damn near exact. Nostradamus, like, hold on. Toshi said I almost went with Ugas, but that Pac-Man hype got me. Bro, to be honest with you, I just felt like um Ugas wasn't gonna be that disciplined, but maybe it was the hairless look, man. Everybody gonna go hairless now, man. Like, yeah, but
But bro, I'm a jump off, as I said.
go
You
ahead and
can
jump
speak
off,
on
bro. I'm gonna stay on. Hold on. I'm
He said send him a link.
please. I got you. Hold on. I'm gonna put it in.
But yeah, I'm jumping off. So
Go ahead, bro. Do your thing, man. Get some rest, man. Appreciate you, bro. G5 Jeff TV. My man VP Shane just got off. Um, my bro Blaze Philly probably gonna jump on, but I had a 7-5. I had a 7-5 Ugas. You can argue 8-4 Ugas to be completely honest with you. Manny gotta hang them puppies up, yo. Yeah, J Bank, Shane was done. It's like 6 in the morning in the UK. Um, Toshi Ugas beat Porter arguably. It's not that surprising, really. Um, I thought he beat Porter. I thought he beat Porter. You can make the claim. If Spence is out, if Spence is out for like a year, and Crawford is stuck over there at top rank, you can make the claim Ugas is that guy at 147. You can make the case Ugas is that guy at 147. As far as it being surprising, um, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised in a sense like Manny's not untouchable. But just imagine if Spence was in it. Spence would have had a field day with Pat. He'd have had a field day with Pat. But the thing is, Manny ain't look right at all. Like you could tell he was 42. Blaze, you need me to send it to your phone, bro? Or you need me to send it to how you want me to send this? Because it's in the chat. I just put it in the chat. Anybody that want to jump on, like click the link in the chat. You can get on. Yeah, Shane said this was his first fight with Vada. He looked different. He looked different. He looked different. He said, "What does this tell you? Told you guys for years. Got my guy in the building, man. New Wave Boxing, aka Blaze Philly 215. What's going on, player?
You know, I was tuned in all night watching the fight with y'all, man. Y'all know how we do.
Hey man, we had the same exact scorecard. I think we scored every round the same.
Pretty much, pretty
Great
much.
minds, great minds think alike.
I just,
Yeah,
I just
man,
think that
he gotta hang these puppies up, man.
I don't know. That I don't agree with. I can
He
see he
gotta
got a
hang these
couple.
puppies up.
I don't
I'm
know
gonna
if he
tell
can
you
hang with
why,
the top welterweights anymore, but
but
I mean, if he want to put a couple of scraps on, he can probably do that. But
yeah,
it
but
just tonight to me, it looked like he was thinking too much. Manny's not that type of a think. He's not that type of boxer. That's how. That's exactly what Marquez said about him. He said,
he
"I can
looked
outthink Manny all day in the ring."
he looked like he was taking he this was you see what Shane said. This is my sports. Shane said this was his first fight with Vada, and I was almost sure of that. Yeah, he looked completely different. So you could say it was the age or whatever, but
It could have
his
been a blubber thing,
it,
but to
yeah, it could
me,
have been
it
a
just
couple.
seemed like this. It was the style because anybody that makes Manny think that much,
But
uh,
the thing
I
is,
just
bro, Ugas really wasn't doing nothing to make him think.
no, it wasn't nothing to me.
Jab,
I
jab,
just think
jab, corkscrew
Ugas
right
looked like
in.
he always looked to me.
He
He
looked,
looked
yeah,
like
he looked like typical Ugas. He looked
that's
like
all it
typical
was.
Ugas. Yeah,
Right?
that's a fact. And the thing that's funny is I was saying before you jumped on, I'm like, if Spence is out for like a year plus, if
Yeah.
he's out for a year plus and Crawford is stuck over at top rank, you can make the case that Ugas the man at 147 now.
Now I hear what you say. I can't agree that he's the man, but he's throwing his name in that mix now. He's definitely in the mix,
Yeah, only reason I throw his name in there, you can make the
and I
claim because he got a legit belt.
I put him at
That
one
joint be
one of the
getting.
top welterweights. I put him over Danny Garcia, Porter, and who I believe
Mhm.
he beat. Uh, who else we got out there? I think, but to be honest with you, just the top welterweights still beat him now. A healthy Earl, I think, still beats him. I think he gives Earl some trouble. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think he gives as much trouble to Terrence Crawford because I believe they'll just fight it out 12 rounds.
hmm
But I think Terrence Crawford got one of the best boxing minds in the game right now. But
Yeah, he doesn't beat. Yeah, Ugas doesn't beat a healthy Spence.
yeah,
He doesn't beat
but those are
Bud.
tough fights though.
Yeah,
Let's be
tough
clear
fights.
about
They're
that.
tough fights. Yeah, he don't beat Spence. He don't beat Bud. He definitely doesn't beat Boots. Um,
Yeah, that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
even
That's
know.
what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
even know if I don't. I think Virgil probably would beat Ugas. Um, I could say Ugas. Yeah, so it's crazy. Like he can make
What you think about the other guy's name that just called out Terrence Crawford? Uh, he's a dad's guy. What's his name?
uh
Can't remember his name. He
who's
just literally
Sean?
fought.
Sean?
No,
Tomorrow Sean
no,
Porter?
no, not Sean Porter, the Mexican. He just fought like last
Mikey?
week.
Mikey?
Not Mikey. No, the young guy, the young boy. Can't remember his name. He
Tomorrow
literally just called him out
tomorrow
last week.
tomorrow Virgil,
Called it
right? Virgil Ortiz, right?
Virgil Ortiz. All right, you
Yeah,
said
Virgil
that.
Ortiz. Yeah. I think
Like
Virgil.
I think he's overrated, but you know,
I think he would give Ugas problems.
I think Ugas
So
beats him.
it's
To be honest with
yeah.
you,
This I
he,
think it's like a good 4 or 5 guys that beats Ugas
right?
at
I mean,
147. But just off of what he's done in the last couple fights, I'm like he throws himself in the mix, top 5 for sure.
I can't
Um,
lie. Even though that fight wasn't worth buying, it was good for boxing. I mean,
yeah,
people,
I think that WBA needed they wasn't in a position to rob anyone
right?
after what
I
happened with
mean, if
Michael
they'd have robbed him
Pacquiao.
tonight, man, I think all hell would have broke
Yeah,
loose, man. I think we're
yeah,
about tired of seeing that, so they got to
yeah.
clean that up.
We legit had it 7-5, but it's weird with boxing because it's like it was 7-5, so one round makes it a draw.
Right.
But it's funny because I'm like the difference in one round can make your scorecard good or bad.
The thing that messes with me about it is, you look at the fight, you know how we scored it both the same. I'm pretty sure everybody else, majority probably scored it the same as us, and we still at the end of the fight worrying about if Ugas is going to get robbed or not. That shouldn't be it.
Yeah, and
That shouldn't exist.
right. And that's but you said it perfect. This was great for boxing in the sense that the underdog guy was able
Hmm.
to get a victory on the cards where under normal circumstances a robbery would have definitely been in play.
Hmm.
Um
And
so
to be honest with you, if he would have got robbed, it wouldn't have surprised me. I wouldn't have been shocked by it. It'd have been another day in boxing.
correct. Correct. And the thing is I'm like I'm just I'm not surprised that Ugas did well in the fight. I'm actually surprised that they gave him a clear decision. That's
Right,
what I'm surprised about. But I
right.
think Manny Manny eats jabs, and if you throw that right hand the correct way, he's gonna eat that right hand.
Oh yeah.
Like he
Getting back to that, we was
couldn't
talking about
miss
that.
with it.
Yeah, we was talking
Couldn't
about
miss
that
with
during the fight. I believe that's
it.
that is the exact punch that's the exact punch that Marquez caught him with in that his first knockdown when he first knocked Manny Pacquiao down. He caught him
Yeah,
stepping back with and Marquez threw an overhand right, caught him clean. Not that same punch Ugas threw all night and could not miss with that same punch. He's susceptible to that
yeah,
punch. Anybody that
yeah. He
makes Manny Pacquiao think, man, it's a problem. When he
yeah,
first
Manny.
fought, what's the guy's name? I be forgetting a lot of these guys' names because there's so many boxers that come in and out. The first
Yeah,
time
like
he had his draw, what was that first draw he had against uh what was the old
when
guy?
he fought guys like Eric Morales and
That's who
guys like
exactly
that.
what I'm
Like
talking about. Eric Morales. When he first fought Eric Morales, and Eric Morales made him think it. It turned out to be a draw. I mean, I had Manny winning that fight, but still, that's how you knew. That's what I knew his weakness was. That's how I knew he wasn't going to do much against Mayweather. Any fighter that makes him, the only fight that I ever seen him fight that he still should have won, that he lost, was against Jeff Horn when he just got mauled the whole fight.
mm-hmm,
But Manny
that's a
don't usually
fact.
go up against guy fighters that make him think, man. Manny, this is what Manny does, right? Manny jumps in, throws a three punch combination and at least tries to catch you with that last punch. at all different angles, and it's not going to work against a boxer, man.
Yeah, he was. The thing that's crazy is that his feet was so slow tonight.
I'm gonna tell you why, but go ahead.
To be honest with you,
I know you
this
know.
is this is first time doing VADA testing, and
I
he looked
that
listen,
could
and
be it. You know what?
he looked completely different. And I can't
All right,
say because he was in his 40s when he fought Keith Thurman.
right, and he
He
looked
was in his
completely
40s
different.
and he looked completely
And
different.
Keith
So
Thurman
I'm not.
let him not go without testing.
Yeah,
And
and he
that's
let him go without testing. So I might. So think about it. You had Keith
but
Thurman announcing. I know he probably was pissed off because he probably was like, if I'd have made Pacquiao did VADA testing, I'd have got that W.
now
Sean
let's be
Porter's in.
honest though.
Mm-hmm,
Let's be honest though. Let's go back to that fight real quick.
mm-hmm.
I don't think Manny dominated that fight.
No, he didn't.
That was a close fight.
Actually scored.
He,
I actually scored it for Thurman by a point.
I think I had Manny winning just because of that knockdown. I think the knockdown was just the most significant part of the fight that I think that had me winning. But that was a close fight. Keith Thurman didn't just lay down in that fight. That fight was close,
Mm-mm.
and Manny
I had
didn't look that great in that fight.
I had the
He just
seven
looked
five
more
Thurman.
powerful and had some more energy in that fight. He didn't look as dull, just standing there trying to cover up with earmuffs and getting caught by overhand right all night.
I had a
But
114, 113 Thurman.
I had to go back. I don't remember what I had it, but I know I had
A
Manny
lot
winning
of
that
people
fight. And
had
that was
it.
just
A lot of people had it either 115, 112 for Manny or 114, 113 for Keith.
I know
It was
if
a
he
close
didn't
fight
get
though.
that knockdown, I don't think I had him winning that fight.
Right. Right.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
But like I
And
said, Keith Thurman didn't give him he didn't look like that great in that fight. So,
yeah.
you know,
Ugas is a guy that he give you a little bit of everything. Like his jab is nice. He throws. Now I know my man Boxing First Vlog, he always say that Ugas don't have punch variety. He didn't even need it
yeah,
in this fight. He didn't
nah.
even need
All he
it.
had to do, all he needed was what? The
Jab,
jab
right
and the
hand.
open right hand.
Yeah, right hand. And he
He
was
needed
looping
two
it.
punches.
He was looping it. Yeah, he was looping it like a
And
45
another
shot.
thing, his defense was pretty good. He didn't get
Defense was
caught by
tight.
a lot of clean shots.
This is
You know,
why I said VADA is. I think I point
should
to
be in place
VADA.
for every fight. Should be
Yeah,
in place for every
VADA
fight.
is the issue. The reason for me, the reason why Pacquiao looked different than he did in the Thurman fight is
All right,
because when is the last time Pacquiao been in a fight and he ain't hurt his opponent not one time?
once. But the thing. What I say with that is, I can only, I can suspect it, but we ain't gonna never know the truth. We know the truth, but we can't. We don't have the proof for it. So I'm not even gonna put it on that. I'm just gonna put it on. Manny's about over the hill. So my next question is, because before the fight, it was reports coming out that Manny said he's fighting again after this fight. Do you even give him a shot at any of the top contenders in the welterweight?
If he looked the way he looked
But
tonight,
he's gonna get it because of his name. Manny name hold
and
weight.
and if we scored the fight together
Mm-hmm.
live. The rounds that we gave to Manny, which was 5, 3 of those rounds we could have gave to Ugas. They were
Ugas. A
close.
couple more punches. Yeah, they were
Close.
all close. I
They were
believe
all
all the
close
rounds
rounds.
were pretty close, except going toward the back end of the fight when he just kept throwing the right hand. I say about the last 4 rounds were all Ugas. It wasn't even close in those last 4 rounds. But the beginning of the fight, all those rounds were close. All those rounds were close.
Yeah.
But he was just, like he literally kept his jab in his face all night, moving around with that right hand.
Mm-hmm.
And that would just, I didn't see him really move him. Manny actually looked kind of small compared to him.
You know what? And Shane said that before the fight. And I thought because Manny's 5'5", like Ugas was just gonna look like the bigger guy, period. But like, yeah, Manny didn't hurt him one time in this
Right.
fight. Like he didn't even catch him with anything really clean.
I
To be
saw a
honest with
couple
you,
clean shots that he did land, but nothing that would,
nothing
probably
heavy.
knock him. Yeah, like
Not nothing.
he caught him with the same shot that he knocks Keith Thurman down with, but it didn't do nothing to Ugas because Ugas drove with the punch. Keith did.
Yeah, Ugas and Ugas, he wasn't leaving out the back door with his hands down.
And
He
honestly,
he
I
stood
don't.
his ground,
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't think Ugas gets enough credit for his defense. That's what I don't think he gets enough credit
because
for.
he
Because
made
that's what
Sean Porter
really,
miss a lot too.
yeah, he made sure Porter looked silly to me, man. I don't even know how he lost that fight. I mean, I guess it was because of the name, but now I will pay. I will want to watch that rematch. I don't know if I would pay to see it, but I will watch. I will watch the Sean Porter and Ugas rematch.
Bro, the whole welterweight division gonna be lining up to fight Ugas.
Yeah,
The whole welterweight division.
right now he's one of the top dogs right now. That fight
If
put his
I
name in,
if I was PBC,
and he already got a belt.
yeah, if I was PBC, what I would do if I were them, if Spence is because I look at Spence as damaged goods now. He's
Yeah,
good, but
so
he's damaged goods.
I don't
What I
think
would
Spence
do,
is coming back, man. If he comes back, it's going to be years from now. He's going to have to get. He's going to have to be either a champion in recess or be stripped.
right? And you led me right to my point. If I was Al Heyman and PBC and he's ready to turn the page, if I was Al, this is what I would do. Number one, he need to sign Crawford.
Yeah, man.
He
This
need to
whole time,
sign Crawford. That's number one. Number
if
two,
Crawford
once
ever want
he
to leave, what's the name, man? If he
but
ever
it's
wants to
supposed to be
leave
in
again,
October. His contract's supposed to be up in October.
yeah, his
Um,
contract was up before he ain't leave.
yeah, but it's up in October though, so
We'll
he
see.
got a fresh joint. So we're gonna find out. The second thing, if Spence is made champion in recess, what he needs to do is he needs to get Boots one of them shots. He needs to get Boots one of them shots because I'm like, we know Blaze, we know a superstar when we see one.
It's time, but for me, not saying all right, I ain't got faith in Boots and his abilities, but he needs a big fight right now. His resume isn't there for me yet. For him to put him in
You
the
heard
top.
you heard my
Hmm?
homie interview with his dad.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't get to catch much,
He
man.
said his dad said 15 guys turned him down.
I will bet.
15.
I mean, I don't know. I would bet that because the
But
way
if
he
I was
looks.
managing the fighter, I would turn it down.
But he got to get somebody in the ring. He got to get somebody in that ring. He got to get
But the best
somebody
case
on his resume.
scenario, yeah, the best case scenario for Boots is to get a vacant belt because none of them guys is going to fight him. So this is actually a perfect opportunity for Boots. Let me get in this comment section real quick
Yeah, I just seen
before I
some.
get crazy. Preem G5Jeff TV, what's good, fam? Preem, what's good with you? Hey, Preem, did you call? I think I seen your number on my phone. He said, my brother Spence is coming back and we'll get both belts
We
from
hope so.
Ugas.
I'm
Preem,
looking
I
forward.
hope so. I hope so, Preem. Because Spence, we be rooting for him, but I'm like, I can't act like the car accident didn't happen. I can't act
Man,
like a detached retina is a
I'm about to say
career-threatening
the
type
attached
injury.
retina got me more scared than anything because it looks like he's doing all right off the car. He's doing all right off the car accident.
Yeah,
But that detached retina, man, that's bad
yeah.
news, man. That's real
I
bad news.
and the thing is, all right, Preem, you have a good one. Appreciate you. This is the thing. So you do. So when did you fight Garcia? Um,
I don't know
hold
what's going
on.
on with his career. I think he has. Did he sign a fight yet? I don't know what's going
Well,
on with Garcia.
yeah, he fought. Yeah, but he fought Danny last year, right? He fought him
Yeah,
in
that was last
2020.
year.
So basically, he didn't have a detached retina for the
That's why I don't
Garcia
even know
fight.
where did he get it in sparring. How did this come about? I mean, I guess they're not
I
going to
think
disclose that.
me personally, if you pay attention to a lot of um, these guys sparring, a lot of these dudes are sparring with no headgear. They
I can
sparring with
see that.
10 ounce. They sparring with bigger gloves, but not big enough. Like they sparring with 10 ounce gloves, 12 ounce
Yeah,
gloves,
that's not smart.
when they need to be sparring with like 18 ounce gloves, 20 ounce gloves, like
Yeah.
pillows. You know what I
Outside of the
mean?
ring, man,
Gotta
you need to
protect
be
the
as safe
investment.
as possible. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
protect
an
the
investment.
investment.
You got to be smart. You got to be smart outside this ring, man.
So
If you're a
you
boxer,
can't tell me that he went from the Danny Garcia fight. So you get physically checked out before the fight, you get physically checked out after the fight.
and
And the
now
car accident. So you can't tell me he had a detached retina after the he said it wasn't detached.
it
It
was
was
just torn.
it was
It's
ripped.
still a tissue issue.
Yeah,
Like
it's
this is
still
the
an
same
issue.
kind of Like when you dealing with the tissue in your eye, that tissue doesn't really grow back. They're trying to use tissue that's already in the eye to replace the damaged tissue. So like if he gets hit in the eye the wrong way, he's going to lose his perception of depth. And you ain't got no perception of depth, and you can't, gauge the depth of where you throwing your punches. You might as well just retire. That's the same
Yeah,
thing Sugar Ray had to deal with,
yeah.
man.
Torn retina, detached retina, whichever one it is, it ain't good. And the thing is, I think it definitely happened in sparring because when you have a car accident like that, your body gets checked through and through. So he didn't come off that car accident and then go through a whole camp for the Danny Garcia fight with a detached retina. Like, let's
Right.
get that
I don't
out.
think he gets in the ring with a detached retina. I mean, or
Yeah, he
anything.
doesn't.
I don't
Yeah,
believe that came from that fight. It happened somewhere in between in between him going to training camp for this fight and him being injured.
it
He
happened
got
in
injured
sparring.
in training. It had to.
It had to happen in sparring, and that's just what it is.
Unfortunate. Yeah.
But Spence, when you watch Spence spar, he never has headgear on. He
Yeah.
never
That's just
has
not smart.
headgear on, and it's not smart, man. And people treat sparring sessions like actual fights, and I'm like, yo, you
Because
can't leave it in the gym. You can't
to
leave it
me,
in the gym.
uh, him not being in the ring tonight was the biggest disappointment
That's a
this
fact.
year
That's a fact.
for
That's
this
a
fight.
fact. Just
Because
imagine, yo.
to me, this is one of the this is not the big. This was supposed to be the biggest fight of the year, besides Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, and we don't even know if that's going to happen. So that's like I
Yo,
said when we had the last
he
live. I
would
just
have
believe boxing's a mess right now. I mean, it
he
did
would
good
have
tonight though.
Spence would have 12 old this dude the night.
I, See the thing, and I heard y'all when y'all said that earlier. Now I agree, he may have just probably walked through him, but I don't think it would have been like y'all probably making it because styles make fights, and Spence is not Ugas. He don't have the heat. Spence can get hit. I don't think he has the same defense as Ugas. And
I do
and
that.
Flint and Earl can be quite flat footed at times.
And I'll also say this because Spence is in the southpaw stance. That right hand that Ugas was landing all night, Spence wouldn't have been landing that.
Yeah,
It would have been a
I don't
lead.
know. I mean, if he plan to throw it, if anybody been watching Manny over the years, I bet knew Manny was susceptible to that punch, and because Mayweather threw it a couple times in his fight, he didn't hurt him with it. He moved him back a
Mm-hmm.
couple times, but he
Yeah.
didn't hurt him with it. But he's susceptible to that punch, and
Yeah.
the person that figured that out was Marquez.
Yeah, Spence don't throw lead right hands, so it'd have been interesting to see
Yeah, I
what
mean, you could
Spence would
train
have
it, but
thrown.
that's something you do during training camp. You know what I mean? You work on that punch.
Yeah, because if Manny was fighting a southpaw,
Because let's be honest, it looked like Ugas was working on that punch, man.
and it wasn't he. Thing is, Blaze, he didn't have a lot of steam on that shot. He was just making sure
No,
he placed
he
it
didn't
right.
need to. He didn't
Didn't
need
need
to.
to.
All he wanted to do was score with it. It didn't look like he was looking for a knockout. And Ugas ain't probably ain't really got that real power to knock anybody out in the first place.
The fact that he fought this way after the WBA robbed Michael Fox says a lot about Ugas.
Yeah. Not even that. Just the reason I mean, I say that in the sense that the first time he got robbed against Porter. You think he would have just turned it up a couple notches,
Mm-hmm.
even though you got robbed before and you fought the same kind of fight, basically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a
And
fact.
that was work, man. That's what I'm saying. That was what was worrisome at the end of the fight. But they scored it right, thank God.
Yeah. Preem, G5.TV, best boxing news on the net. Appreciate you. Say my
You
bro will
already
be
know.
back stronger than ever. Great conversation, brothers. Hey man, that's what we here for, man. Appreciate you, Preem. What's next for Ugas, bro?
That's what I was great. I was going to ask you the same question. What do you think is next for this man? Because he got to get it. He got to get a shot at these top welterweight. Now, if my dream fight, you already know it's going to be Terrence Crawford since no Earl around. I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch with him and Sean Porter because, like I said, I think Sean Porter's kind of a fraud. He's a good fighter, but I think he's kind of a fraud. I don't know what Danny's doing with his life. Is he moving up or not? I don't know what he's going to do. Is he staying at welterweight? Danny just a whole Instagram model now. Who else we got? He is, man. Oh my God, man. Philly boxers get on my nerves. The only one I see representing right now is Boots, and he stole a show off. But that's what Philly needs to do. That's what they do. But well. Besides, he's a top welterweight now. I don't want to give him I don't want to see him fight anybody really beneath him right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what Al does with him. Like, right. I don't know if he's definitely fighting somebody within.
Well, his stock went up tonight.
His stock.
He got to do something with him. He got to do something with him.
His right hand is his lady though.
Yeah. So I mean, he's already guaranteed for a good payday now. He knew that. That's why he wanted this fight tonight.
So it's either gonna be Spence if he waits. So let's say take away
like
Spence.
A year though.
Yeah,
I don't see Spence coming back less than a year.
Take away Spence, right? So let's just say that Al wants Ugas to fight Spence, but he needs a fight in between. So you're looking at Sean, Keith.
I keep forgetting the guy Keith, man.
Danny.
Or don't forget about
Mikey.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about Mikey too. It's like the welterweight division is maybe what I say at least 10 to 15 people deep. He can find a fight, but I want him to fight the best. So it's either Terrence Crawford.
If you had to pick out of them four, who you think?
I'm definitely going. I would just go with Terrence though.
But he got Sean Porter.
Yeah, so you would have to eliminate Sean Porter and Bud right now.
That's a fact. That's true. So you talking Danny, Keith, or Mikey?
I would have to go with Keith
because the thing is you can't put with a victory over Manny Pacquiao. Now you can't put Ugas on regular TV.
Right. Well, to me, yeah, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the pay-per-view thing. I don't know if I would. Yeah, I don't know if I would pay to. I'm not paying to see nobody be right now anyway. But I wouldn't. I don't know if I would pay to watch.
No. Well, the thing is, the reason I said that is because when you beat Manny Pacquiao, you're supposed to use your leverage. You're supposed to up your demands. So,
but to me, Manny wasn't even a pay-per-view draw. It was just him and Earl.
It's his name.
Yeah. Now
it's his name, but
it depends on who he's in the ring with. Now, Terrence Bud versus Ugas, I pay to watch that. Like I said, I'm not paying to watch any fights anymore because I just, I stream them live. I mean, I stream them. But
right.
I would pay to see him and Terrence. I would pay to see him and Earl. Everybody else, probably not.
Yeah, it's gonna be real interesting to see what.
He threw a monkey wrench in there. He threw a monkey wrench in there because nobody had him winning tonight.
That was supposed to have been Spence. Right. That was supposed to have been Spence, and Spence was supposed to have been the mega star.
That was supposed to have been his. That was supposed to have been his star making.
That was supposed to have been the pop. Yeah, that was supposed to have been the passing of the torch. So even if Spence comes back early and fights Ugas and beats Ugas, it still won't be the same.
No, he won't get it.
Won't
He
be the
won't get
same.
much notoriety for that. Nobody's
Yeah,
going to
he
care.
won't. It won't be the
He his.
same.
I think. I think. All right. So I'm glad you said that because that makes me think that pretty much Earl done pretty much backed himself in the corner because originally, Bud Crawford was supposed to get this fight. We forgot about that. And then somehow Earl came and swooped it right from him with left Bud nowhere. Now where does this leave Earl once if he recovers from this injury? So where does that leave him after that?
I got an
But
even better question for you.
go ahead.
If Spence comes back right now, if Spence comes back, let's say 6 months from now, and say, and Al tells him you can either fight Ugas for the belts or you can fight Manny. Which one is he taking?
The bad thing about it is he has no choice but to take Ugas. Because nobody's going to care you beating up on an old man no more. Because Ugas made him look old and irrelevant tonight, pretty much. And
But
to me, the
if he
only fight
fights
that's
Pac,
left. Mm-hmm.
if he
I
fights
mean,
Pac, right, it's a bigger bag. The pay-per-view is probably going to be bigger. Like he would have to honestly think about that.
see, the
He would
thing
have to
about
think
it,
about it.
to me, from my point of view, I don't know if this is going to be perceived as all the way around from everybody. I don't think the bag is big as it was before because of this loss
No, it's
Pacquiao
not.
just
It's
took.
not. It's not. It's not.
So I
It's not
don't
as big as
now
it was before.
now when it comes to those two fights compared to each other now, I don't think they're that far apart. If you're talking about fighting Ugas and Earl fighting Manny Pacquiao, if he had to choose, those two fights aren't too far apart right now because Manny lost tonight. You're gonna take on a guy that's going. I mean, just came off a loss. It's
He didn't. And the thing is,
he
Manny
didn't do
didn't
his stock
lose.
no justice.
Yeah,
He
Manny
didn't. Yeah, he
didn't
didn't just lose. He
lose.
got kind of dominated tonight, man.
Yeah, we can make the argument 8-4.
Yeah,
We can make the argument 8-4 because I think he won 3 rounds clear, and it was 2 of them rounds where I was just like, I
they were
really could have
close.
gave it to Ugas. Yeah, like you could have honestly scored this fight 8-4 for Ugas if you wanted.
Now, like I said, to
But
me, I think Earl Spence has backed himself in the corner where his best fight right now is Terrence Crawford. He needs Terrence Crawford, and Terrence Crawford need him.
yeah,
They
I
done both
don't
put
know.
themselves in that corner.
Yeah, I don't. But see, this is what happens when you kind of overplay your hand as far as
They
like
both
leverage.
did.
You don't know
They
what
both did.
what's gonna happen. So Terrence Crawford is not a young guy. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
and you were right where I'm at with.
He's
You're
more
exactly where
towards
I'm at.
our age. He's more towards our age than like Boots and them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So Buzz time is right now, and then with Spence, I'm all for using leverage. I say it all the time. I'm like, a fool is a person that has leverage and don't use it.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with him using it. But at the same time, I'm like, when it comes down to it, I'm like, you use your leverage. You was already going to get like 60-40, 65-35.
He was
Just
gonna
go ahead
get
and make the
everything he
fight,
asked
bro.
for.
Just go ahead and make the fight, bro. Go ahead and make the fight. You
And
know
you
what I
see
mean?
what
So
happened
now
that he didn't make the fight.
We probably not gonna get it. We probably
Never.
not gonna get it. We probably
I'm
never
still
gonna get it.
hoping, but I got a little hope out.
Even
But
if a Blaze, but this is the thing though. Even if the fight happens, if Spence loses a fight against Bud, they're gonna blame it on the eye. If Bud
yeah,
wins, if Bud loses the fight, then he takes an extra hit because they're gonna be like he couldn't beat nobody. He couldn't beat somebody with a bad eye. So it just throws so much. It
yeah.
just taints the fight.
I
It
just
taints.
like I said, I just think they both backed themselves into a corner with this fight. This is a fight that should have happened almost a year and a half ago.
It's like the welterweight division is so crowded, but it's so unclear because you got a lot of you either got the old welterweights or you got the young welterweights. Like the old welterweights
Hmm
is you got
And the more
you know
these older guys
Bud,
wait. these young guys gonna come right up and smoke
yeah,
their ass.
yeah. I'm like, you got
Because I
blood.
think Boots is about 1 or 2 fights away from getting
I
that
don't think,
championship fight.
I don't think any of them dudes beat Boots. I don't think any of them dudes beat Boots,
Only
man.
thing,
The only
only
person that'll
reason
give him trouble is Crawford.
that
He's the
I
only one that'll
agree.
give
But
him trouble.
like I said, I'm not going. I don't never put nothing past no man. And the only reason I can't say that for sure is because I haven't seen him in there with that top notch competition yet. Now,
Well,
when he
that's one of
gets
those
in there,
things.
and if he smokes some top notch competition, my confidence will go up. But I'm still in agreement where he beats a lot of these welterweights. But I need to see
Yeah,
him in there first.
yeah,
I need to see where his chin is at.
he's in a
If he get caught with
real
a shot,
yeah, he's in a real crazy spot because I'm like, when you're dominant like this, is the biggest mission for you is to get somebody in the ring that's legit.
yeah,
So
it's sad he can't get nobody in the ring to fight him, man. Nobody.
Danny not gonna fight him, Keith not gonna fight him, Sean not gonna fight him.
That's that's what I want to know. I got to find out what is Danny doing because last time I heard about Danny, Danny was moving up.
I'm gonna try to interview him. I'm
Because
gonna reach out. I'm gonna reach out to him.
I know Mikey Garcia. I think Mikey challenged him, and I don't know what happened with that.
Actually,
I
you
would
know
watch
what? If
that
I
fight.
had to make a fight, if I had to make a fight for Danny and like for them, that'd be the perfect fight for the both of
Right,
them.
Mike.
And
Both
Mikey
of
and Danny, Mikey
them.
Garcia and Danny Garcia, that'd
That's
be a
what I was
perfect
already
fight.
wondering. I wanted to see that fight. I
Yeah,
definitely
that's a
wanted to see
perfect
that fight.
fight
I
for
want to
them.
see Mikey fight a little bit more. I don't never see Mikey, man. Mikey fight had one good fight in
But
a year.
this is
That was
the
the problem with
problem
his
with
beginning of his career.
this is the problem with their PBC model. Like, and I like PBC, but they have their guys eating so well, they feel like they can take a year off, year
That's
and a
what
half
Danny do,
off.
man. Danny get
Yeah,
one good fight, get that bag, and he done for you. I need a
and
break.
yeah, I'm like and the thing is, I don't even knock it, but
Yeah,
we just selfish. We just selfish as boxing fans. We want to see them fighting
right,
3-4
right,
times
right.
a year.
But
You know what I mean?
let me tell you, I can't say that we selfish because we contribute to this sport. We can if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't get no damn bag.
No,
Like
that's a
I
fact.
mean,
That's a fact. And that's the thing though. Like it's crazy covering the sport from all these different angles, man. Because
mhm,
it's crazy. You have like take like a Gary Russell for example. Like he's fought once a year for the past 5 years, and people complain about him not fighting. But I'm like, when you getting paid a mil plus and you a Gary Russell and you don't sell out arenas, you ain't packing arenas,
right.
you not a ticket mover like that. Like you're not a difference maker. You're just a good fighter that's a champion. But you getting paid at 126 pounds, you're getting paid a million plus to fight your mandatories. It's hard to argue with a man that's making that. You know what I mean? It's
Like I
hard.
think,
Difficult.
like I said, I thought Gary blew his career when he lost to Lomachenko, and then he started chasing Lomachenko since that fight, and he never got his career back on track after that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the thing is, Gary's a good fighter. Gary is a
yes,
really good fighter.
great fighter
But
to
it's
me.
just it's out of sight, out of mind. And I remember having a back and forth with him on Twitter. It wasn't like nothing disrespectful or anything like that.
Hmm.
But you know, like I told him, I said, bro, like we want to see you in the ring more than once a year. And then he says, well, the guys I'm trying to fight, they don't want to fight. But I'm like, bro, I need you in there with somebody. Like, I don't
Right,
want to see you fighting once
make
every
it happen,
16
man.
months. Make that shit happen.
Right.
Like, make it happen.
Like
Like, but it's
let's be
crazy.
real, because I seen him calling out fighters, but the bullshit that go, like I said, when he called out Devin Haney and these two were going back and forth, and they were sending screenshots of the contract. That's the bullshit
I,
I hate about boxing right
yeah,
there, man.
but
Like,
you know what, Blaze?
mm,
I can say this because I'm kind of like on the inside now on the Canana boxing. When you have an understanding of how fights are actually made and the
right,
process from beginning to end, you know all of that stuff that they were talking was for show. Because the
right,
only people that would buy into that is someone that don't know the ins and outs of boxing.
Right.
They don't know the inside of boxing. Like they're just a fan. Then you would think all of that is legit. But I'm watching it and I'm like,
Fucking
I
bullshit,
said,
horseshit, all of it, man.
yo, I'm like, first of all, I'm like, the Zone and PBC, they're not gonna allow you to show no actual contract of theirs
Right.
live on on camera. Like that's number one. But I'm like, but you had things like that where it was capturing the general public, but that's who they were aiming for. But guys
Like,
like you, guys like me, like we knew,
so
like there wasn't
yeah,
no real negotiations. It wasn't nothing
my
really.
point was they did all that, and that was like last year, and nothing happened.
Yeah,
Devin Haney, why them fighting a completely different fighter and not even talking about him anymore.
and Gary Russell. So think about it. Gary Russell went from beefing with Terrence Crawford,
Mm-hmm.
calling out Devin Haney,
Mm-hmm.
calling out Leo Santa Cruz, and
Mm-hmm.
within that whole time frame, Gary Russell has not been back in the ring.
In the ring once.
Not one time.
And,
And
and
that's
let,
no
and let him tell
knocking.
you, man, he'll be
That's
mad saying blame that shit on everybody else. Bro, I just need you to
yo,
get your ass in the ring, man.
yeah, and
Because
it's
I want to
only
see you fight. I'm
yeah,
a fan of Gary. I was a fan when he lost to Lomachenko.
yeah. And but that was the reason why I knew Lomachenko was legit.
Yeah, because
You know what I'm saying?
he schooled him in that fight, man. He
Yeah,
schooled Gary in
he
that fight.
was
I don't
putting
think
them,
Gary was
yeah, he
prepared
was
as he
putting
could
them,
have been.
yeah,
I
he
think
was
he was
putting them
taking that
balls on
shit
game.
lightly. I just don't
Yeah,
think he took that shit very seriously, man. And he
yeah.
got his ass whooped for that. Now, it wasn't like it wasn't complete domination, but it was a domination, man.
It
It was
felt
like,
like it
whoo,
was like tonight. Like
yeah,
Ugas
that's what
like
it
kind of
looked like.
it was like a
Exactly.
7-5. It was like an 8-4
Hmm.
fight, but it's
And
only
like
so
I said, ever since that fight, his career has not been on track, man.
yeah. And the thing is, and I'm like, you know, you have to realize that you gotta stop just calling everybody out. At some point, I'm like, and you under Al. You under Al. Like I'm like, yo, there's no way you can't get a fight if you under Al Heyman.
What he need to do, like you said, is get in the ring, start knocking these fighters out, and then when you calling these people out, there's nowhere for them to run. You start
Yeah,
putting niggas on their ass, and you start making and putting your name up in there with them greats, and showing your skills, and putting your name out there, and people see what you're doing. Because when his career first started, he was knocking guys clean the fuck out, and he was going, his notoriety was going up. When he
Gary
fought
Russell.
Lomachenko,
Gary
it went
Russell,
on. Hmm.
man, Gary Russell, if he would have been fighting 3 times a year for the past 5 years, I might be honest with you, he probably be on my pound for pound list somewhere.
Right. He could have been.
He
He
could have
definitely
been.
could have been.
And it's like, but you can't fight your mandatory once a year for the past 5 years and then expect to get
And
this great
you
amount of
know what's bad?
respect. Like,
You know what I hate about all of it though? Each day these fighters get older and older and older, and their prime
mm-hmm,
is gonna be gone. And when they
mm-hmm.
step back in that ring, they ain't gonna look the same. It's gonna
Bro,
be what ifs. It's gonna be a
I
bunch of what ifs.
yo, and you seen that tonight because
Right.
the co-main event was Victor Ortiz and Robert Guerrero. I'm like,
Man, that was a
bro,
whole hug fest, man.
yo, I'm like, yo, and the thing is, Victor Ortiz is only 34. You thought he was 50. As
But
much he's like 50 in boxing years though.
I about to say because boxing put an extra like 15 years on your life.
Yeah,
And he
he's
has
like
been through
50.
some wars. I
And
mean,
Robert
some
Guerrero
wars.
just as old. Just as
Hmm.
old. But see, his guys
But he
like
was
that.
already slow to me. He was already
Yeah,
slow. He was just a bruiser.
he's both of them look bad tonight.
And
I know Guerrero got the victory.
power goes away when you start getting older. You can't just really.
Well, that's the last thing to go. It's everything else that goes before that. But
Well,
the thing is,
he didn't have anything
he
else.
didn't have anything. Yeah, he didn't have neither one of them. Victor Ortiz has some cracks in
Yeah, he
his
used to
heyday,
have some
but Robert
speed.
Guerrero
He had
never
a little
had.
bit of boxing knowledge, but his chin was just not there, man. His
Yeah,
chin and heart was just not there.
Guerrero, he never had power. Like he had power at 135, but
Yeah, he
once he
was
moved
just
up
a
to
bruiser to
147,
me.
yeah, once
He
he
was
went up
like
to
a volume
147,
puncher.
he wanted to just brawl and all this and all that. I'm
Yeah, a
like,
volume
bro,
puncher. That's why I said when earlier in the live when I was like, I don't even know how he got a fight against Mayweather because when he fought and beat Berto, Berto had one arm and Berto wasn't like he got blown out in that fight. He was
yeah,
still fighting.
yeah.
That fight went a whole 12.
I just the only
Him
reason
being
I
a
didn't want to see
gatekeeper for
that fight,
Mayweather, I don't know what that fight was, man.
yeah,
That's probably one of the out of the three fights of Mayweather I did not order was the Berto fight, the Guerrero fight, and I can't remember what the third one was.
yeah,
Cannot remember what it
it
was.
was bad. It was just bad all the way
Oh,
around.
it was that when he fought McGregor.
Yeah,
I already knew that.
yeah.
He
I
fought McGregor.
like it's crazy, just seeing a lot of these guys just out of the ring. But I mean, it's like going back to Ugas. Like more than likely, he's gonna be fighting somebody that's
He
probably
probably
coming
gonna
off
say
of
that.
a long layoff. They might throw a Danny at him or something, but that's a long layup. But I'm like, he beats Danny right now.
Yeah,
He beats
that's
Danny
why I
right
said
now.
that's one of the
He
fights I
beats,
don't want to see because
yeah. I
Danny
don't
too
think
flat footed. He's not going to
Danny.
stand around and wait for Danny to throw that right hand. This is
Yeah,
not going to happen.
Ugas beats Danny, and I'm like, and we from Philly. Both of us is from
Hmm.
Philly. None of
And I
that
was a
shit
Danny
matters.
Garcia fan too.
I
Yeah,
like I like Danny. I like
I
Danny,
support all
but
my Philly Chargers.
I would tell him flat out. I'd be like, yo, I think Ugas wins that fight. He just had to prove me wrong. He just
I
had to
like
prove
Danny
me
too. He
wrong.
just got too many holes in his game, man. He
Yeah,
got way too
but
many
I
holes in
think,
his game right now.
yeah, but I think Ugas beats Danny right now. I think he beats Sean
Yeah, I do
Porter
too. I think
right
that.
now. The way he looked tonight, I'm like, I think he beats Keith
He
Thurman
already beat Sean
right
Porter.
now.
I already know he beat
I
Sean
already
Porter.
had him beating Sean. I had Sean. I only gave Sean 4 rounds in that fight,
I
bro.
was about to say, I think I
I had
gave
an
him
eight
3 rounds
four.
in that fight, man. Maybe three, maybe. I don't even think I gave him 4.
I gave him 4 rounds in that fight, man. I had an 8-4 Ugas, man. Everybody was talking about it was a tight fight. I'm like, yo, Ugas is putting the work on this dude.
Like,
Like,
to me, in that fight, when he fought Ugas, it seemed like Ugas did better than Kell Brook against him, man. And I didn't know how the hell he lost that fight.
Kel Brook put it together in
Kell
that
Brook
fight.
put the beats on him though. Like he stood him up a couple of times, but
He put the
Kell
beats
Brook
by
when he
Dre.
fought Kell Brook didn't move as much as Ugas did.
Kel. The thing is, Kel gave the blueprint to beat
Hmm.
Porter. I'm
But
like,
that jab in his
Porter.
face,
Porter is so used to backing guys up, and he's used to mauling guys. And
right,
what
jumping
Kel
in
was
with his
doing,
head and everything. That's what he
yeah,
did.
like he was just like Kel was just throwing a jab in his face, and then when Sean Porter was leaping in, just
And then
Kel
it come
Brook
that
wasn't
right hand.
moving. They just met right in the middle like that. Kel Brook never moved. But
Mm-hmm.
once Kel Brook realized like he was muscling Sean Porter around on the inside, like actually moving him, turning him, and all of
Because he
that.
was
Like,
wearing his ass down. Yeah.
yeah, but Kel Brook is physically the bigger dude in that fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was
I was a
physically
Kell
the
Brook
bigger
fan
dude.
too, man. I thought he was
Kel
going to do
Brook,
big
but
things.
his eye situation, and it's crazy how things come around. Because I'm like, Kel Brook, I got damaged in a Triple G fight. Then he turns around and fights
Round
Spence.
fighting.
Spence,
And he broke the
yeah,
other eye.
broke the other eye. Now Spence is the one with the eye injury. It's not the same, but anything involving your eye is a career
Right.
threatening
Because
injury.
he made fun of him about that shit too.
Yeah, he
On
definitely did.
before the fight. Definitely
Yeah,
made
he
fun of him. He said,
definitely
I'm going to
did.
break your other eye. And then after
Yeah,
the fight, he talk about it. But
yeah.
like I
So
said, man,
it's crazy. It's really crazy. But it's
it's
like
just crazy
Ugas
how
is
that fight affect Kell Brook's whole career, man. If he did never move up, man, if he'd have stayed where he's at, he could have dominated the
I'm
welterweight
sorry.
division.
I me personally, I don't know who his advisors is or his
Yeah, I don't
manager.
know what that was about,
I'm
man.
like, yo, it's no way you take a Triple G fight. Like that was probably one of the biggest, that was probably one of the dumbest moves in the
I've
history of
seen
like
in a while.
matchmaking.
Yeah.
Dumb. Like, I mean, so just imagine if Kell Brook did good in the fight. Let's just imagine he even won the fight. You already know you fighting Triple G and you a smaller dude. You're not walking out that ring the same as you did
Right.
walking into the ring. So I'm like,
Right.
in the amount of money that Kell Brook made on that fight, it wasn't even
I don't even
enough.
think that much. It wasn't even that
It
much,
was a
bro.
couple. They gave him a couple M's They gave him a couple M's, but not to fight no Triple G.
I think he got like $5 million or
He
$5
got
to $4
$5
million.
million. He got $5 million to fight Triple G. And I'm like, that's a no-go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's a
that's just
no-go. But
dumb.
I'm like, for all that, I'm like, he could afford Amir Khan. He could afford a bunch of people. So that changed his career. But I'm like, as far as Spence goes, if Spence is able to come back within a year or so, year and a half, they just have to be careful with who they put them in the ring against. But when you hold multiple belts, there's only so many people you can fight. You know what I'm saying? So when he comes back, a Sean Porter's probably gonna be waiting for him. Keith Thurman's
He
probably
going,
waiting.
man.
Ugas is gonna be waiting
That's
for
a
him.
dangerous fight, and that's a
It's a
dangerous fight for him, man.
Yeah. So was
That's
this?
a definitely dangerous fight for him.
I
He
just
need a tomato can right now. He need
that's
a
a
couple
fact.
tomato cans to get in the ring with him right now.
That's a
See where
fact.
he at.
Where he at?
Because
Yeah. And the thing is,
I don't know,
bro,
man.
like
What?
it's crazy because I'm like 147 is kind of just flipped upside down.
Down all, especially today.
Yeah, because I'm like,
today.
who can you?
Who's
I'm
gonna
like,
fight who? Like after
that's
the
the thing.
Sean Porter fight, after the Sean Porter Terrence Crawford fight, what's next for the welterweight division?
To be honest with you, I was like, I need some of these dudes to move up. Because I'm like,
Who you think should move up?
I wouldn't mind seeing Sean move up.
I was about to say, only ones I can see moving up at this point in time is Sean and Danny. They're the only ones that have been in this division that long, don't have no belts. It's time to move on.
Yeah, and I agree 100%. I just feel like they need to move on. They need to move up to 154 because I'm like, it's nothing else for them to do at 147. I'm like, both of them.
And I don't even know how they
fast.
do at 154 though.
I don't know
I
either.
maybe Sean Porter. I think he'll be okay. I don't know about Danny though, man.
Yeah, the thing is,
Danny
like,
take way too many shots.
yeah, it's crazy because I'm like, it's just nothing for them to do at 147. Like the guys that we would be interested in seeing them fight, they won't fight them. Like they're not gonna fight a Virgil Ortiz, they're not gonna fight a Bud Crawford, they're not gonna fight a Bruce Ennis, guys like that. And then they've already fought each other. You know what I'm saying? Like they've already fought each other. Like Keith and Sean already fought each other.
To me,
and they both
the guy to go after at 147 is Ortiz, man. Everybody should be going at Ortiz at the moment. Because his last two fights to me, he didn't look that great.
You talking about Virgil?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, when people be talking about is he ready for Crawford? Is he ready for Crawford? I look at it, I'm like,
he's nowhere near Crawford.
I say he's nowhere near Crawford. I'm like, but the thing is, he's too young and dumb to realize he's nowhere near Crawford. But I'm like, if Crawford was smart, he would take the Virgil Ortiz fight right now.
I think he is.
Get it out the way. Yeah,
I think he is. After this Porter fight, I think that's going to be his next fight.
Yeah, get it out the way because people.
He's going to embarrass that boy, man.
Yeah, he's it's gonna get crazy. Like it's really gonna get crazy because I'm like, if Bud is fighting the way he did against like Jeff Horn, yeah, like Virgil Ortiz doesn't touch him. Virgil Ortiz doesn't touch him. You know what I mean? That's a fact. But it's going to be
the fight
crazy.
I see that turning out to be is when he fought and unified the titles against
Ndagu.
Ndagu.
Yeah,
that's how I see that fight going.
Yeah, it's gonna be the division.
Or him versus what was the Russian guy's name? That's what I meant to say. The Russian guy. What's his name? Can't remember his name. Or Ukraine guy. He knocked him down.
Like, you talking about Mean Machine?
Yeah, that's why I see that fight. That's what I see that fight going at.
Let me see. Jay Banks said G5 Jet TV. Appreciate you, Jay Banks. James said 8-4 Ugas. You can make the argument. We had a 7-5.
We had a 7-5
for sure. He's also said Virgil got no head movement at all. Like all Robert Garcia fighters. James, I think you was on another live and you said that I like the thing is with Virgil Ortiz is used to getting everybody out of there. His record states it. You know what I'm saying? He's used to getting everybody up out of there. So we don't know what Virgil Ortiz can do against top level competition or when somebody's willing to throw something back at him. We don't know how he's going to respond to that. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
thought
kind of
we
like,
got a glimpse of it in the last fight.
yeah, because Mean Machine hurt him a couple times.
Put
You
him
know, they
back on
hurt
his
him a couple
heels.
times, put him back on his heels. But I'm like, he needed that though. He
Right.
needed that. But Virgil Ortiz is never going to be ready for Bud. He got to hope. If he takes on Bud, he just got to hope that Bud doesn't fight smart. That's the
Right.
only chance he got. That's the only chance he got is that Bud don't fight smart. Because if Bud fights smart, Bud could get Virgil up out of there within 6 rounds.
You know what? Who fight that? Who should be going after him? And we ain't even think about it. Boots should go after him. Boots should call him
Same
out
thing.
right now.
Yeah, I think even though that fight will probably never happen because I don't think it's
They
ever gonna
right
happen.
there. I mean,
But
I believe
they
they're
need to
right
use
there.
each other. They need to
Right.
use each other for Jason for publicity. They need to use each other's names. Like they know they never gonna fight, but they need to use it for publicity. James said he's still a good young fighter though. No,
I
Virgil,
agree.
listen, no,
I
Virgil's
agree.
solid. Like Virgil was solid at the age of 23. He got some bodies on his resume. Like, let's not get it twisted. Virgil
But all
Ortiz is
I'm
nice.
saying is there's levels to this shit. I'm telling
Is
you.
levels to it, and I'm like, Bud is top notch, grade A, grade A. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I'm like, there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. So it's no knock against Virgil. It's more of praise for Bud. But think about it. Yes, he's a good young fighter, but you put Virgil up against any of the top guys at 147, he probably loses.
I
So I'm
don't
like,
think. Yeah, I don't believe you.
Spence, that's a loss. I think
Porter.
Ugas beats Virgil
Yeah.
Ortiz. Porter probably beats Virgil Ortiz. Depending on what Keith Thurman shows up, Keith would beat Virgil Ortiz. I think Boots beats Virgil Ortiz.
Hmm.
You know, you can even go a
I don't
little
even
deeper
know.
than that.
Maybe Mikey.
Hope
I think Mikey might be too small for him though.
Mikey would have a shot at beating him. Josecito Lopez would give him a good run. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of guys at 147 that I wouldn't feel comfortable saying that Virgil Ortiz just flat out beats. And that's just my own, like, that's just my
Yeah.
own personal opinion. But again, there's no knock against Virgil Ortiz. It's just Virgil Ortiz is a good 2 years away before he's like nice,
Yeah, I would give.
like super nice.
I would give him a couple more fights against a couple different styles and let him learn how to adapt to those styles first. He need a couple more southpaw because I believe that's who he just fought. Is Mean Machine a southpaw? I believe he's a southpaw, but I know
He
he
be
had trouble
switching.
in his last
He be
fight.
switching. He
Yeah,
be
I
switching.
know he had. I know I was not impressed with his defense in the last fight.
Yeah,
Definitely impressed with his power punching and his heart. But yeah, his defense is
yeah,
a little suspect for me.
yeah. James said he wants all the smoke, though. You know, I believe he do want all the smoke, but that's that young
Yeah,
energy, though. He
yeah.
young, so he don't
That shit can come
realize.
back and bite you in the
He,
ass. Yeah, definitely can.
he don't realize he can't. He's not supposed to be screaming out Boots' name. Like, I mean, not Boots, but he's too
Terrence.
young to realize it. Yeah, he's too young to realize like he's actually sounding crazy right now. Like, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, because when he said it, man, I'm like, he wilding. I mean,
yeah,
I respect it, but you wilding, bro.
but the thing is, Golden Boy is moving him nice. The right matchups, all of that. Like
To me, that's what
right
they're
match. Because I'm
good
like
for,
Hooker,
especially
yeah,
Golden Boy.
Maurice Hooker
Oh,
was a good
you already know how I
matchup
feel
for him.
about Hooker. You
My
already
guy
know.
YSL, he can't
I,
stand Hooker.
I
Um,
can't stand Hooker ass. Oh my god, he's the
yo,
fucking
but
worst.
it's a
He's
great, but it was a
like a
great
twig
matchup.
throwing
It was a
punches,
great
man.
matchup. It's a great matchup for Virgil Ortiz because Virgil Ortiz is naturally the bigger guy. So they was able to get a name on the resume. Then on top of that, put
Let me say this:
Virgil in a
Hooker
little
isn't
bit of
a name to
adversity
me,
too.
man. He's not a name to me.
Okay,
Hooker just
a bigger name than other people he had on the resume. I'll give you that.
yeah, definitely.
I'll
Yeah,
give you
definitely.
that.
That's his best
James
name is
said,
Hooker. That's not good. That's
right.
not good at all.
He said, I don't think he'll ever face Mikey as they have the same trainer.
Yeah.
James, for the right amount of dollars, one of them are switch trainers. I'll tell you that if the money made sense. But no, I hear you though.
Yeah, I
I
don't
hear
think
you.
that
Like,
fight's gonna happen. Yeah, I said it was a fight I
I
would
don't
like
think
to see. And I don't think Mikey. I wouldn't even take Mikey in that fight just because he's a smaller man. And I've seen what Mikey does against bigger people. But Mikey still got a chance though.
Jesse Vargas would be a good fight for Virgil Ortiz. That's a good fight for him. So it's a lot of options out there for Virgil Ortiz outside of Bud. But I mean, if he's calling Bud out and Bud want the smoke,
Bud
yeah,
already said he literally tweeted out, "I will knock his ass out." Like he will
I
knock his
think
ass out,
Bud
and I
Bud
believe
would
he will too. And I think it'll come
Bud
off a
have a
body shot
field day.
because
Yeah,
yeah,
Bud have a field day with Bud have a field day with Virgil Ortiz, man. Like it's just if he go in and box him and just try to outclass him, man, like he gonna have a
because
field
I
day with
think
Virgil
I
Ortiz.
just yeah his defense is suspect to me, and his wide looping shots, man, take forever, man. Like Bud will see that coming a mile away and counter you, and he's going to counter
Yo,
you just like he got counter
he counter
Ndagu.
Kell Brook. He
Oh
counter Kell
man,
Brook the same way too,
that
threw
was
right
the
in between his
like.
shots.
Have you ever seen a man counter somebody with a jab and knock him the fuck out? That's
And the
exactly what
jab
he
was
did to
so
Kell Brook.
clean. The jab was so clean it looked like a hook.
And
The
you know
jab
what
was
Kell
so
Brook
clean
said?
it looked like a
Kell
hook.
Brook was like, I ain't never got hit like that. I ain't never in
Yeah.
my life got hit
And
like that.
he didn't even and the thing is like
Kell was like, what the
Bud
hell was
ain't
that?
Bud ain't even get that much torque on the shot. He
Right
didn't
back.
like it wasn't like it wasn't like Bud actually threw like a sweeping hook or anything like that and really like turned it over. Like it was really just a bang bang shot. And it was really just a bang bang shot at the end of the day. T20, what's going on with you? Can Ugas become undisputed? Yeah, I mean, if Spence comes back, then they're definitely gonna put him up against Ugas.
If we're talking
So
about the odds of him coming undisputed, I don't know about that. But he's got a shot.
yeah, yeah, I think Earl. I don't even think Earl got to be at 100% to beat Ugas. I think
I
Earl
think
at like
Earl
ninety
and
percent.
Bud beats him. Yeah, so I really
Yeah, I
still
think.
think Earl. It's a lot closer fight than I probably would have previous predicted, but
Yeah,
I still wouldn't pull it out.
yeah, I think. Yeah, Ugas. It depends because like Ugas can try to cash out right now, but
I think
he's
that's
gonna
what he
have
ought
to
to do.
fight. Yeah, but I think he's gonna have to fight probably one of those three names we mentioned, either Sean, Keith, or Danny, because Al's just gonna look out for one of them three. He's gonna look out for one of them three and give them a shot. That's just what Al does. If you think about it, Keith Thurman always gets a shot.
So
Sean Porter
let me ask
always
you
gets a
this:
shot.
what do you think? Where where's Amir Khan? Did he retire? Did
I don't know what's going
parents
on
put him in
with Khan. You
retirement?
talking about? Well, he was actually just in the gym with Bud like
I
a
about
couple
to say
weeks
because
ago.
that's a good
But
name. Somebody need to get on their resume. Get him in the ring.
actually, you know what? Ugas, that'll be if he needs like a
That's
a
that's a good
voluntary a
fight. Yeah,
voluntary fight. That's a good fight for him because he's probably gonna get Khan up out of there at some point, and it's
could
gonna be
be.
an exciting
But
fight.
I
And
mean,
on top
I
of that,
still
his
think that
UK
could be
stock could
a
go
good
up.
fight. Yeah.
His UK stock
Now
could
if
go
that
up.
fight were to come to fruition, I mean, I still would take Ugas in that fight, but I think that's a hell of a good close fight. It could be, could be.
Yeah,
It depends on what type
yeah.
of game plan
Imagine,
American has.
imagine the right hands Ugas gonna land in that fight.
The thing, yeah, he can, but Amir Khan's speed, man. If
Yeah,
he
he
catches
got
him in
speed.
between that punch, he can catch him in between that because Ugas isn't that fast, man. He doesn't have speed. He doesn't have that speed advantage in
Yo,
that
and the
fight.
thing that's crazy, Ugas doesn't have anything that really pops out at you.
Right.
He don't have
He's one of
like
them good
his power is
all
not.
around
Yeah,
fighters.
he's just like a B. He's
Yeah,
just solid all the way around. Like you know what I mean. I'm
yeah.
trying to think.
All
Like he's like I guess if it was like basketball, he like Jimmy Butler. Like
of
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
He like
Somebody that's
Jimmy
good at
Butler. Like
I mean, good at everything. Not extraordinary at everything, but good
yeah,
at everything.
yeah. T20 said I think Ugas versus Bud happens before Spence with those injuries. I 20
Yeah,
if
I
Bud
agree with
if
that.
Bud gets out of that top rank contract in October, like reported, he would be a fool at this point not to go see Al at this point, because see Al probably can guarantee him a instant title shot at one of Spence's belts.
And that's what scares me. When you say that he would be a fool, I think he is that fucking fool, man. Because he's been that fool once before. He had a chance to get the fuck out of that goddamn contract.
The thing is though, bro, see now
I,
he's an older fool now. So if he makes that mistake now and he's 33,
how long was
then
that? That was only ago.
that was what, 3 years ago, 2, 3 years ago. I think that was like 2, 3 years ago. My bro froze up on me. But you know, man, like we appreciate everybody stopping through, for sure. T20 in the building, James in the building, J Banks, Preem, my boy Shane. Big shout out to VP Shane for holding it down, opening up the live for me. Appreciate that. Toshi, my man Blaze Philly 215, of course. Who else? We got who else we had in the building? We had Beams 2K was in the building. Hector Rodriguez was in the building. Who else? Who else? Who else? Hector, yeah. Rocco's vlog, BDE. Swaro was in the building. Mark was in the building. MMA Boxing was in the building. Brawling Style was in the building. Andre Southgate was in the building. Hector Rodriguez, Brendan Jackson was in the building. So it was lit. You know what I'm saying? It was lit tonight, man. Big shout out to my guy, Blaze Philly 215. He just came off the live. T20 fooled me once, fooled me twice, fooled me 3 times. Yeah, man. If Bud signs another top rank deal, we can't. Nobody can really defend that at that point, because I mean, what does Bob Arum have to offer him? He doesn't have him anything to offer at 147. He doesn't have anything to offer him at 154. The only thing he can offer him is guys moving up from 140, and that'd be a Josh Taylor, which that fight makes absolutely no sense for Bud, and like a Jose Ramirez, which makes absolutely no sense for Bud. So, and it's no knock against Bob Arum, but Top Rank. Like, just as a fighter, you got to make a decision. Like, you go where the work is. You go where the work is. Like, all the work at 147 and 154 is with PBC. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So in order for, Bud to really be a player, moving forward within the next 24 to 36 months, it's just best that he signs with Al, because it don't matter if he's trying to fight at 147 or 154. Al got enough people to, to accommodate. And that's what it comes down. With Bud, it should be about who can accommodate him the most, because the bag gonna be there. T20, only thing Al has to offer him is a challenge. Here's the thing, bro. He has bodies. That's the thing. He has bodies. So think about it. If Bud goes over to PBC, he can fight the following people. He can fight Sean. He can fight Keith. He can fight Danny. He can fight Boots if he wanted to. He can fight Spence. He can fight Ugas. That's 6 names right there. A Josecito Lopez, that's 7. Even if you want to fight a younger fighter, Imantas Stanionis, he can fight an Imantas Stanionis, that's 8. Boots Ennis, that's 9. And I'm not saying every single fighter makes sense or Bud would take those fights. The bottom line is Al has options. So even if he wanted to go up to 154, he could probably go to 154, get an instant title shot with Jamel Charlo if he was signed with PBC. He can go fight a Jared Swift Hurd. He can go fight Erickson Lubin. He can go fight a Tony Harrison. Like, there's so many guys that he can fight. Al has options. You know what I'm saying? So when you say Al has to offer him, all he has to offer him is a challenge. He has several challenges that he can offer to Bud, but he has work for him, activity, guys that he can put in the ring with him where Bob Arum doesn't. T20, I know they all a challenge compared to Top Rank. Yeah, exactly. So Top Rank, the most that they can offer Bud is Josh Taylor moving up to 147 and create a storyline of, hey, Josh Taylor is undisputed at 140 fighting another guy that was undisputed at 140. Like, they could say it's a historical fight from that sense, but us real boxing fans know that's just a good fight. It's just a good fight. You know what I'm saying? They'll make it like it's historic, but they'll just say it's a good fight at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just, it's one of those things like Bob Arum don't have anything to offer him. He just don't have anything to offer him. Like, even at 154, he don't have anything. Like, he would really have to go outside of his company to get him to take anything. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see how Bud resigns with Top Rank. I don't see it based off his guarantees. He probably had the same type deal that Tim Bradley had. You know what I'm saying? But Tim Bradley re-signed with Top Rank later on in his career. Now, he was able to get the Pacquiao fights, which made it worth it. But really, outside of that, the only other fight he really had was the Provodnikov fight. But he went through hell to get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, to get that victory and all of that. And he wasn't the same physically after that. So I just don't know what Top Rank and Bob Arum can offer him outside of money or like a guaranteed minimum that would make sense for him. It just wouldn't make sense, at the end of the day. So I don't know how Bud resigns. Like, even if he went on like his Canelo bag and was like, you know what, after I become a free agent, I'm just gonna sign one fight deals with guys, and that's just what it is. He could go that route, but he's going that route with Al Haymon. So more than likely, if he takes a fight at 147, he's going to have to holler at Al Haymon. If he takes a fight at 154, he's going to have to holler at Al Haymon. You know what I'm saying? So either way, he's going to have to holler at Al Haymon. So I'm like, shoot, you might as well sign with him. You might as well sign with him just to get the negotiating out of the way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Yordenis Ugas, man, did a great job tonight, man. Stayed patient. Jab was working. Was killing Manny Pacquiao with the sweeping right hand. He was placing it very well. He was moving Pacquiao with a lot of these shots. Moving him with a lot of these shots. But this is the first time Manny Pacquiao took VADA, to my knowledge, and he looked different. He looked different than he did in the Keith Thurman fight. He looked different, period. Foot movement was different. Hand speed was different. His bouncing from side to side and creating angles, that was different. Just Manny looked like a 45-year-old Manny in this fight, even though I only gave Ugas one more round. I gave it 7-5, but I can easily make the case that was an 8-4 fight for Ugas. There was about 2-3 rounds I gave Pacquiao where they were close, like they were razor close. You know what I'm saying? So I can make the claim that Ugas won like 8 or 9 rounds in this fight. But scoring it live, I scored it 7-5 for Ugas. But I thought it was a clear victory. I thought it didn't deserve a draw, it didn't deserve a Manny to win. And the WBA was under the spotlight because of the Michael Fox and Gabriel Meister situation, and the thing with the racist judge and all that. The WBA wasn't in a position to have another highway robbery happen under the belt. You know what I'm saying? Under the umbrella. So, I felt like the right decision was made. I felt like Ugas won the fight, and Ugas was a better man at the end of the day. So it's going to be interesting to see what goes on with them going forward. And I'm talking about Ugas, PBC, and all of that. But man, we've been cooking for almost 4 hours, man. Big shout out to VP Shane for holding it down, getting the live started. But for the people that's watching, Ugas has defeated Manny Pacquiao by unanimous decision. But this was a dope ass live, 3 hours and 50 minutes in. So let me do one more roll call before I get up out of here, man. Big shout out to T20. Big shout out to James, Jay Banks, Preem, Toshi, Blaze Philly 215. Appreciate you stopping through, good brother. Beams 2K was in the building. Hector Rodriguez. Who else do we have in the building here? Rocco's Vlog was in the building. Big shout out to you, bro. Swaro was in the building. Let's see. Mark Volan was in the building. MMA Boxing, Brawling Style, and Andre Southgate was in the building. Who else was in the building? I think that was it. Yeah, Hector Rodriguez, MMA Boxing. Brendan Jackson was in the building there as well. Big shout out to you, bro. Yeah, and that's it. That's it, man. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Please share this live. If you didn't catch all of the live, you can catch it on the playback. Again, big shout out to VP Shane for holding it down, getting the live started. Also, big shout out to the general Boxing First Vlog. If you have not registered to the website, please go to the website www.g5ftv.com. It's one of the hottest boxing websites on the planet. Put a lot of work into it. So not only am I a content creator, but I'm also a writer. I'm going to be a correspondent as well, going out to fights and things like that. So we handling big business over here, and we're going to be doing more on the YouTube channel, dropping more regular videos. I know we've kind of gotten away from that, but that was our focal point for a long time. It's kind of a staple of the channel, so we're going to get back to that. It's going to be a different format, but we're going to get back to it. More written articles coming. So it's going to be best for you to track us on G5FTV.com. We got a boxing prediction fantasy league on there. Definitely register for the website so you can get the reminders, get the notifications, and you can test your boxing knowledge against other people when it comes down to making predictions for fights. So we're going to post more fights. The winner of the actual fantasy league, which ends October, the last day of October, the winner gets a year subscription of the Zone or 2 premium pay-per-views paid for by G5FTV. So definitely get on the website, get on G5FTV.com and register. But on behalf of VP Shane, on behalf of Boxing First Vlog, and everybody in the chat, man, we appreciate you. You have a good one. We out.